Whisper truth unknown. Cold steel whispers, just as blind. In the dark, who pays the crime? True crime symphony echoes in the night. Screams in silence, wrong and right. Crime symphony, the guilty run, but the hunt's not over till the deed is done. Broken chains, footstep fade, a tale of lies and lives betrayed. No escape, the hunter's call. Every secret must face its fall. Whispered sins, shouted pain. Who will rise? Who remains? True crime symphony echoes in the night. Screams in silence, wrong and right. Crime symphony, the guilty run, but the hunt's not over till the deed is done. Defiant scream, justice cries, drums of thunder obey. Baselines pulse, hearts collide. The truth revealed, nowhere to hide. Shadows creep, blood on stone. Secrets whisper, truth unknown. Cold steel whispers, just as blind. In the dark, who pays the crime? True crime symphony echoes in the night. Screams in silence, wrong and right. Crime symphony, the guilty run, but the hunt's not over till the deed is
won't fade. The truth won't fade.
All right. Welcome back. Surprise, surprise. The cafe is open for another one, guys. Something I've been wanting to jump into for a while here. This is the Rebecca Park case out of Michigan. I don't know if you guys have followed it at all. This is a crazy story, folks. Crazy case. I wanted to bring this for a little while and present it to you guys. I know it's not Idaho, but we need to take breaks from time to time from that one, y'all, and put out. There's a lot of other cases out there that need exposure, in my opinion. So that's where we're going with this today. This is a wild and crazy case, guys. I'm just letting you know, truly. So thank you guys for joining us. Please share this out. Hit the like button on your way through the door, guys. I hope you guys are in for this one because, like I said, it is a wild, very sad and very wild, guys, as you'll see. Again, hit that like button, share this out. That being said, you guys know how this goes. Here we go.
Flicker like broken halos. Whispers gather in the smoke-filled air. Tables carved with secrets and shadows. Every story's a wound laid bare. The kettle's boiling with restless rage. Justice written on an unseen page. I sip the silence, bitter taste, waiting for the ghosts to show their face at the True Crime Cafe. We serve up the pain they try to hide away. Pour another cup of the truth you crave. Raise your glass to the names they betray. Mirrors cracked, reflections are liars. Ashes fall where the guilty once stood. The jukebox hums like a funeral choir. Echoes pounding through the neighborhood. Every scar is a candlelit vow. We hunt the how, we demand the now. No more silence, no more disguise. We'll paint the night with sharpened cry. At the True Crime Cafe, we serve up the pain they try to hide away. Pour another cup of the truth you crave. Raise your glass to the names they betray. This is not a sermon, it's a battlefield hymn, a requiem dripping from the bottle's rim. The guilty write stories in invisible ink, but we'll drag it all up from the edge of the brave. At the True Crime Cafe, the reckoning
All right. Welcome back to the cafe. We are open late, guys. Good to see you tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I appreciate you all very much. Tonight, like I said, this is a case that I've been wanting to delve into. I completely forgot about it for a minute there because of everything else I got going on. And my awesome mods just kind of reminded me of it, and here we are. The Rebecca Park case. This is wild, and it's very sad at the same time. So there's going to be some trigger warnings through this. I'll tell you that right up front. For those of you that I'll just
Trigger warning. This video includes sensitive and violent content that may not be suitable for all viewers. This video is for 18 plus only. Trigger.
Just to give you guys a heads up that stuff may be coming. So thank you guys for being here again. Please share this out. Let everybody know what we're looking at tonight, what we're talking about. This needs some definite exposure, in my opinion. So thank you, SRB, for relighting my mind on this one. It looks like Debbie Gazzardo's in the house. SRBBBB. Miss Christie's in the house. Thank you, Miss Christie, for being here tonight. The last 24. Good to see you, Mike. Donna Salamander, welcome back. Miss Bianca, always happy to see the beautiful Miss Bianca in the house. 95 Blue Devil. T. Coon, welcome back to you, Donna Salamander. Or Miss Rowe, good to see you. So much corruption's in the house, and congrats. Looks like so much corruption has become a new meatball tonight. Welcome to the sauce. We appreciate you. Let's see here. Who else we got? Miss Tandy's in the house. Goodness gracious, we get to get her now. She's off work and we get to have her in the house tonight. I'm grateful to see that. Gail G74, welcome back to you. Hemisphere, what's up, brother? Good to see you tonight. Dory, welcome back to you. Keeps on swimming on through. Great to see you. CZ as well. Welcome back to you tonight. Moonlit Baby, great to see you. Mark Schumann, brother, good to see you. Big Red Faye, welcome back to you. Great to see you. Again, like Miss Tandy says, please like, subscribe if you have not yet done that. Share this out. Hit the like button. I appreciate you so very much for doing that. DKM, welcome back to you. Seamastiff 7777, good to see you. Tommy Boy, good to see you tonight. Dusty Day, good to have you in the house. Michelle F, welcome back to you as well. All you guys, I appreciate you all so much for being here, guys. 61, the Canadian Cat Lady, welcome back to you. 61 peeps in the house, guys, and looks like we got 34 likes. Let's see if we can make that match a little. Maybe we can get this one into an algorithm too. That would be great. RJ Anderson, welcome back, brother. Good to see you. CJAG, great to see you tonight. Welcome. Lisa Marie, you too. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you all. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you to my blue crew for jumping in here as well. Twice today. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so very much, and I appreciate you all more than you know, like I said. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to wait just a few minutes here to make sure we got everybody here that's going to be here. That way we won't have to start this over, of course. And then we're going to jump in and see what's going on in the Rebecca Park case, guys. Very sad in some ways and crazy. The situations with this is just, wow. My understanding is there's a lot of rumor out there on this one already. So we got to try to be careful as to what we're seeing and how we're receiving this case. And hopefully we're going to be able to put it out with just facts. I did say I'm probably going to run that too. As far as that goes, yes. I'll make sure you know all of that you can, Gail. I promise you I will. And I promise you guys when you see this is wild. It's just wow. I have not eaten yet, Donna. I have not eaten, but I'm just having chili dogs and french fries. So thank you for asking. I don't even know how to know the difference. That's a good point. We don't know. It's going to be hard to differentiate what's true, what's rumor, what's not, because it's still somewhat new. But hopefully we'll be able to do that. I'll do the best I can to put out just factual information. So come on in, guys. Grab a seat, get comfortable. Make sure your cup is full. Of course, again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are, whoever you are, it's great to be here with you. I hope you're having a great day, a great night. Welcome, Senor. Yes, sir. This is the one. Craziness. Absolute craziness. And this is based out of Michigan, for those of you that aren't familiar. And we won't be here long, guys. I just want to make sure I put this out on a standard basis. So the case here was that Rebecca Park was pregnant. She went missing. They found her deceased, but they haven't found the baby. Here's the issue. Okay, this is where it gets wild and crazy. T-Coon, good to see you. Want some meat from chili to make a real chili? That's what I have. Yeah, it's very new, folks. Compared to most, it's pretty new. And so we don't have a whole lot. I have the best I can give you on the basics of it. And you guys can kind of see how you see it the way you do. But we're going to jump into that stuff and start from the beginning with it, hopefully. And hopefully we get the right info. 1 second here. Let's see here. Yes, Lisa, that's very true. Very true, Lisa. 1 minute here. Let's see. Give me 1 minute, you guys. One minute. Great to see you guys in here tonight. Very much appreciative. And I appreciate you guys joining us. Joining us for the earlier show. Yeah, this is real near another one of our Blue Crew members. She lives very close to this area and knows a lot about this as well. So no, Tico, and this is a different story, and it's not the one that gave her baby to strangers. I know what you're talking about. So many people doing things with children and stuff. It's crazy. It's hard to tell, but this is not that one. I know which one you're talking about. Just so you guys know, we're going to be delving into other cases too, so everybody understands and knows, to try to catch up with some stuff. Like, I spend a lot of time in Idaho, I know, but that's per request and because there's a lot going on. But we have a lot of other cases that need attention, guys, that need to be brought out. So I'll be doing a lot more of that as well. That's what I'm guessing on too, Big Red Faye, that I'm going to bring that up as well. But I guess let's start off. 75 of you guys here. Please hit the like button. Share it out. Let everybody know what's going on. We'll get started with this, and then we'll jump into everything as we go. Start here. Best place, in my opinion. This is from November. Hold on. Give me 1 second so I can show you where we're starting at. November 17th is what this news break was from, just so you guys know.
Park, who's been missing since November 3rd. A coordinated search effort took place today in Cadillac as volunteers continue looking for Rebecca K. Park, who's been missing since November 3rd. The community gathered earlier this morning to cover a large stretch of wooded land just west of town. Up North Live's Tony Lundy joins us from the Meijer in Cadillac, where the team actually first started searching today. Tony, what did searchers find out? What did they gather today?
Well, Melissa, they chose this Meijer because they felt like it was a central place for everybody to meet, and it gave plenty of room to organize for a large turnout like they had. Dozens of volunteers checked in here around 10 this morning. They had a quick little meeting, and they made their way out to go out and be a part of the search.
After gathering at Meijer, the search party caravaned to West 26 Road and South 21.5 Road, an area organizers believe needed another thorough sweep.
This is awesome. We have a great community, and it's great to see a community to come together when somebody is in trouble and needs help. So I am a mother, I'm a grandmother, and you know, when somebody needs help, I just have a big heart.
Volunteers lined up an arm's length apart, working in a tight formation to make sure no patch of ground went unchecked. Off-road vehicles and a search dog helped widen the grid, giving crews more reach through the wooded terrain. Also joining the search was the Clandestine Investigative Authority, a professional search group out of Clare County.
I noticed that Rebecca was a foster child. I myself was a foster child of 16 years, and I know what it's like to finally find a family that actually cares for you, even a group of friends, and to have that person ripped from you, it really tears at my heart. I want to bring closure to her and her family.
The Wexford County Sheriff's Office did not join the search today, but told us they have already conducted a thorough search in the areas where Rebecca was last seen. Organizers say determination, teamwork, and hope continue to drive these searches, no matter how long they take.
So that was as of November 17th, okay? So I'll bring you guys up to date on this one. Give me a minute here. All right, so we're going to jump up to 5 days ago now. This is Channel 2 out of Detroit, putting this out here.
The bizarre disappearance of also making headlines tonight, the bizarre disappearance of a pregnant Michigan woman taking another gruesome turn. Her body turns up in northern Michigan, but the status of her baby is unknown. Fox 2's Jessica Dupek is tracking this case that's getting coverage really across the country tonight. And Jess, for good reasons, where is this baby? Everyone's wondering.
Yeah, Rube, it's just an incredibly sad story at every turn. And who we're talking about is 22-year-old Rebecca Park. Her family says that she went missing about 3 weeks ago, and her body was found in a forest in northern Michigan in the Cadillac area last night. But the really tragic, even more tragic part of all of this is the location and condition of her baby is unknown at this time, and police are being incredibly quiet.
The young lady that was found resembles Rebecca Parks, a young lady that went missing on November 4th. And we are currently actively investigating that. That's a tragic time in our county, and hopefully this brings some closure to this awful incident.
So as we said, Rebecca's family confirms her body was found in the Manistee National Forest by searchers last night, not far from where she was last seen by her mother 21 days ago, 21 days earlier near Cadillac. That's up north, of course. Oddly, it's an area that had been searched before, but she was not there. Now in court a day later, her baby's father, Richard Failer, and Rebecca's younger sister, Kimberly Park, they're facing charges unrelated to all of this. He's facing drug charges, and she's facing charges for tampering with evidence and lying to police. None of them charged with homicide. No one at this point, and that is likely to do with the fact that an autopsy hasn't been done. So we will continue to monitor that charging situation. I do understand that the victim's mother, she also had a polygraph test last night. Unclear the results of that polygraph. Now coming up on the Edge at 11, we'll take you inside the courtroom up in northern Michigan. For now, reporting live, Jessica Dupek, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, it seems like an unseemly question, but I do have to ask you, I assume that during the autopsy, they'll learn more about whether perhaps the baby was delivered or whether the baby wasn't.
That's absolutely right. And there's some pretty horrific speculation going on social media right now. Obviously, this case has caught a lot of eyes around the country. So I would caution as you go and Google search this case, proceed with caution.
Yeah, Jessica, we know you'll be on top of it. Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight. Thank you.
So very, very sad stuff, you guys. Oh my God. When it comes to kids, it's rough, folks. Babies, born, unborn. Okay, so give me 1 minute here. Give me 1 second. I want to grab the right stuff. Hold on. James Moen, welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Okay, so now, for those of you that don't know, that the mother and the stepfather have been charged. I'll give you this here real quick. Actually, this will help. Maybe. Hold on here. It's a bit of a press conference from 6 days ago. Give me a minute.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't either.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Maybe I have to hit the camera button. Hey, you guys are live.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Are we ready to go? Earlier today at approximately 2:16 p.m., a body was discovered in the Manistee National Forest not far from here. Currently, the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, the Michigan State Police, and the Michigan State Police Crime Lab are investigating that scene. The young lady that was found resembles Rebecca Parks, a young lady that went missing on November 4th. And
now this, you guys, was before they had the chance to do an autopsy to be sure it was her, but they do now know it's her. So just telling you.
We are
also welcome Charm Free and everybody that jumped in here. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate you very much.
Currently actively investigating that. So if you have anything you want to say, or if there's any questions.
You said appears to look like her?
Yes, appears to resemble. It resembles Rebecca Parks.
So you're not saying for sure that it is Rebecca Parks?
We cannot confirm until the autopsy is performed.
What about the clothing she was wearing? Was that similar to the clothing she was described leaving? I know there was two descriptions, but
we can't answer that.
Yeah, no comment on that.
But there, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say the area that she was found in, this body was found in, was it one of the areas that had already been searched by police or from that group?
It was not searched by that group. It was no formal search party in that area. Citizens were searching it today, and they found the body.
well, that area had been searched just by people in general, don't you think?
Yes, I think so.
And there's been a lot of hunters out in the area.
That's correct.
Do you believe that this body may have been placed there recently?
I don't have any comment on that at this time.
This is a very active investigation. There's a lot of moving parts, and we will, Sheriff will give updates as soon as it becomes available. But right now it's very active. So we have a lot of detectives and department members working on this.
Can I ask about the baby?
No comment on that right now until the autopsy is complete.
Do you know when the autopsy is supposed to be done? Is it scheduled?
It is not scheduled yet.
Yeah, medical examiner is currently on the scene, so we'll know more later on that as well.
Any arrests yet?
Again, it's early in the investigation.
Any other things that you can tell us?
Unfortunately, there's nothing more. We don't believe that the citizens at large are in danger by any stretch of the imagination. It's a tragic time in our county, and hopefully this brings some closure to this awful incident.
Was she visible? Like you could just see her wherever she was found?
I'm not going to comment on that as well either at this time.
Does it appear she's been deceased since the 3rd or 4th?
And those are details, again, that we can't comment on at this time, but hoping in the future that we can comment on that.
Yeah.
But that's all the questions we're going to, unless anyone else has any questions, that's all we're going to answer today. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, so that was 6 days ago, guys. All right, let's get up to point here. 1 minute. And at that point, they still have not found the baby. They found her, but they still have not found the baby at that point here. So 1 minute here. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. So next up here, I'm going to show you guys the charges that were put out in court here on the stepdad and the mother. These are the parents. The mother, the biological mother of Rebecca and her stepfather are charged with her murder. Okay. It's like, wow, you know, just saying. So here you go. Hold on.
Did you have the opportunity?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn on closed captioning because this is so muffled sounding. Sorry, you guys. Here we go.
Mr. Bartholomew, did you have the opportunity to meet with somebody from the defender's office either yesterday or today?
Yes.
I have a complaint that alleges that on or about November 3rd, 2025, in Antioch Township and or Boone Township of Wexford County, it is alleged in count number 1 that you committed the offense of homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated. That is a felony punishable by up to life in prison without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 2, it's alleged that you committed the offense of homicide, felony murder. That is a felony punishable by up to life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. Both of those charges involved Rebecca Park. In count number 3, it is alleged that you committed the offense of torture. That is a felony punishable by up to life or any term of years, and consecutive sentence may be imposed under MCL 750.506 if the assault happened in a place of confinement. In count number 4, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit torture. That is a felony punishable by up to life and or any term of years, and a $10,000 fine, and consecutive sentence may be imposed if it happened in the place of confinement. In count number 5, it's alleged that you committed the offense of assault a pregnant individual intentionally causing miscarriages, stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years.
I don't know if you guys caught that last charge. Okay, watch this again. 1 minute. Listen to this one close.
In count number 6, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit assault a pregnant individual intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth.
Okay, intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. Remember that.
That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years and or $10,000. In count number 7, it is alleged that you committed the offense of unlawful imprisonment. That is a felony punishable by up to 15 years in prison and or a fine of $20,000. In count number 8, it is alleged that you committed the offense of dead bodies removing without medical exam or permission. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year and or $500. Additionally, the prosecution has elected to charge you as a habitual fourth offender, which means that you have at least 3 prior either attempted or completed felonies in your past. That makes those felonies punishable by more than 5 years up to life offenses. Do you understand those charges and potential penalties?
Yes.
On felony complaints, you have certain rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can and will be used against you. You also have the right to have an attorney present
Okay, so there's that. Now, give me 1 minute, you guys. I'm sorry.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning. This video includes sensitive and violent content that may not be suitable for all viewers. This video is for 18 plus only.
Two family members of Rebecca Park are now charged with her death.
And those charges giving us a glimpse of what investigators say happened to the 22-year-old and her baby.
Rebecca's biological mother and stepfather, Courtney and Bradley Bartholomew, in court today on 8 charges each.
Now, we are warning you, the details of this case are very difficult to hear. Up North Live's Tony.
If anybody needs to step out here for a few minutes, you're more than welcome to, while we read till this part of it. So.
He joins us live from the Wexford County Courthouse, where the couple was charged with the murder of Rebecca and her baby. Tony, what was the atmosphere like inside that courtroom today?
Well, Melissa and Mark, the courtroom was packed with family, friends, and others from the community, all hopeful to find answers on this month-long case. But many left that courtroom today heartbroken.
The graphic details laid out by the prosecuting attorney describing what investigators say led to the death of Rebecca Park and her baby. The accused, Rebecca's biological mom, Courtney Bartholomew, and stepdad, Brad Bartholomew.
They brought Rebecca Park to their home. They forced her into a vehicle and took her into the woods where they stabbed her, forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out of her, ultimately causing her death and the death of the baby.
The courtroom was filled with the same people who desperately searched for Rebecca after she was reported missing 1 month ago. And now, hearing the details that led to her death left many visibly distraught. The prosecutor asking the judge to leave no room for leniency.
This is as heinous and as awful a case as it could be. And I don't believe there are any circumstances in which Mr. Bartholomew should be granted any bond.
The judge did agree, ordering both Courtney and Bradley Bartholomew to continue being held without bond and are ordered to not have communication with one another from the jails. Live in Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
Thanks for those updates, Tony.
Good God, you guys. This is just, Jesus Christ. 1 minute here. I feel so bad for this community. So bad for this community. This is, like I said, this is why I wanted to show this to you guys and put this out, because this is horrible. People need to know that these monsters exist. You know what I mean? Let me see the newest stuff that I have locally here. 1 minute. Hold on.
Right now, the mother and stepfather, to breaking news we're following right now. The mother and stepfather of Rebecca Park have both now been charged with murder. Courtney and Brad Bartholomew both face 8 counts, including first-degree murder, torture, and assault of a pregnant person. Prosecutors say the couple planned the attack, stabbing and killing both her and the child. The prosecutor called it, quote, evil personified. Both are being held without bond, and Rebecca's baby still has not been found.
Good God Almighty. I don't understand how, where these people come from. You know what I mean? 1 minute. Prosecutor themselves. This is absolute what this prosecutor says here, you guys.
I hate to repeat it. But to create a record in this case as well, I think no bond or being held without bond is appropriate. Again, this is a case of premeditated torture and murder. These two individuals created a plan, conducted research. Ms. Bartholomew brought Rebecca to their home. They forced her into another vehicle and took her.
I'm not going to replay that because she goes through and re-explains what happened, says that they're evil personified. 100%. 100%. That's an understatement in my opinion. These two are pure, unadulterated, absolute, true do life evil. It's just insane to me. Hold on. I'm trying to get this new. Just 1 minute, you guys. There's a new press conference that was just released, and I can't pull it right this second. Hold on. Just give me 1 minute here. And the messed up thing, sorry, I'm irritated. The messed up thing is that the mother was out here talking about, like, knowing what she did, was talking about her daughter being missing and blah, 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 blah. Hold on a minute here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, guys. I have a lot of this downloaded from before. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not giving any garbage here because there's a lot of garbage out here too, guys. Just give me a minute here. I forgot I downloaded some of this stuff days ago. Chillin', good to see you. It is. It is truly like a real life horror movie, you guys. This is just sickening to me. SoCal, good to see you. Yeah, I've heard that story as well. I don't know what's true or not because, again, it hasn't been enough time to actually get some truth there. All right, 1 minute. I think I got it now. I had to remove some things. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Okay, so hold on. All right, here we go. So the timeline here in Wexford County, a handful of missing persons case captured the public's attention and their share of headlines each year across northern Michigan. But the surge of online interest in Rebecca Parks' disappearance nearly a month ago and the twists this investigation have taken, even before the 22-year-old's body was found just before Thanksgiving, have only reinforced the idea that this is not a typical missing persons case. Park was at least 38 weeks pregnant when she was reportedly went missing on the November 3rd, but yet when her body was found last Tuesday by volunteer searchers in Manistee National Forest, authorities said the Park's baby was not with the body. We already know what happened here, okay? Cause of death has not been made public. Her body being found was quickly followed by the arrest of her fiance and her sister. This is what's weird to me, okay? This is where I get lost. Her fiance and her sister, okay? Now, where are we at here? Yet authorities did not say if the charges against those two, which included delivery of a controlled substance and lying to police, were connected to Park's case. Today, 2 more relatives were taken into custody. Sheriff's officials have said the arrests are linked to Park's case. add in the investigation into the missing baby and the FBI being brought in to work on the case, and questions are swirling across northern Michigan and beyond. Online amateur sleuths have only added more speculation to the internet frenzy surrounding the case, reaching levels that drew a strong rebuke from law enforcement last month, as they were very publicly squashed rumors about bloody clothing being found. That's the kind of stuff I don't want to put out, guys. And that's why I'm trying to sort through things particularly, okay? That was connected to the case. Some of the online fervor is what you'd expect in a case rooted in a small town. Lots of speculation about Park's family members and others connected to her. Chatter about people's past criminal history and past Child Protective Services investigations. Mugshots, photos being shared online. But other parts of this social media surge have been eyebrow-raising. Armchair investigators whose guesswork includes photo-heavy graphics of who might be involved, breaking news alerts, and new piece speculation exploded online. The timeline. November 3rd, Rebecca Park reportedly was last seen on this night when she willingly got into the passenger side of a vehicle outside a family member's home on South 21 Road in the Cadillac area. November 4th, Park was reported missing. So we heard what happened by the prosecutor stating that they lured her to get into this vehicle. And then, early November, extensive searches were conducted by police, including K9 teams, a drone, and deputies on foot. Volunteer groups, including one calling themselves a recovery team, also worked to search the area. These groups are not affiliated with law enforcement. On the 13th, police issued a public appeal for Park to contact them, saying they understood she might be scared or hiding. We assure you that you are not in any trouble, sheriff's officials said in an outreach message. On the 19th, sheriff's officials pushed back against the misinformation and vitriol regarding information about Park's missing persons case being posted on social media. Authorities said the online rumors and criticisms were hampering the investigation and their efforts to find Park because of the surge of online chatter surrounding the case. Wexford sheriff officials said that they were unable to share information about the case. On the 25th, a female body resembling Park was found by volunteer searchers in the Manistee National Forest, as we all know, near the town of Boone, northwest of Cadillac, and it was in an area that had previously been searched. So, to me, it sounds like it's possible that they may have held her at some place for some period of time, and then they put her there after the fact. Okay, that's just an opinion. So I don't know that is fact. It just seems like that's a possibility here. So, during a press conference about the developments in the case, Wexford Sheriff Trent Taylor declined to say whether investigators believed Park's body had been moved. He also declined to say how long the body appeared to have been deceased, and that is how they would be able to tell, obviously. The day after that, Park's fiance and sister were arraigned in court after being arrested after the body was found. Richard Failer, Park's fiance, was arraigned on 2 counts of delivery, manufacture of a controlled substance, and for being a habitual offender, 4th offense notice. His bond was set at an unusually high $1 million. I'm guessing because they believed he had an involvement in something else. Kimberly Park, Rebecca's sister, was arraigned on charges of tampering with evidence, lying to a peace officer, and a false report of a felony. Her bond was set at $750,000. On the 29th, police say that autopsy results confirmed the body in the Manistee Forest was Rebecca Park. That her baby was not with her when she was found. In a press release, the sheriff makes it clear that authorities have made it their priority to find out what happened to the baby. Wexford County Sheriff's Office, along with multiple law enforcement agencies, are working diligently to determine the condition and potential whereabouts of the baby, Sheriff Taylor said. Now, 38 weeks, you guys. That, I'm pretty sure that that's almost full term. If I'm correct, it's been a while. I think 40 weeks is full term, so she could deliver a baby, or a baby could be delivered and be okay, but I'm not thinking that in this case. I think she was moved. I do think her body was moved, truly, guys. This is just an opinion again. So, because this is an active and ongoing investigation, information that can be released is extremely limited, which is why we don't have a whole lot, truly. In a nod to the online frenzy and outpouring of public questions since Park's body was found, the sheriff offered this assurance. We understand the public's desire for details, their demand for justice for Rebecca and her baby. We ask for your patience and understanding as we continue to seek answers for this tragic situation. Now, November 30th, a couple days ago, Park's mother and stepfather are now in custody at that point at the Wexford County Jail. It is not clear why they were taken into custody. No charges had been released, and their arraignment is slated for this afternoon, which we already saw that. Sheriff's officials have said only that 2 people linked to Park's case were taken into custody on Sunday. See, this is where I'm getting lost, you guys. Some of this stuff is crazy. Are you taking off, Michelle? All right, Michelle. Thank you for joining us, dear. I hope you have a great day and hope to see you soon. Hope to see you tomorrow, actually. Take care, dear. Bye-bye. All right, so there is that. Now, give me a minute here. Good to see you, Dustin Butler, welcome. Oh, mana. 1 minute, guys. So thus far, we have 4 family members charged in this case, you guys. Biological mother, stepfather, sister, and her own fiance. This is jacked. I'm sorry. Give me 1 minute here. So there is an interview that was done with a live interview done with her mother. Okay, I want you to hear this. 1 minute here. Pappy man. Good to see you, brother. So now this is all coming down to this entire thing, whatever this is, that the mother, her biological mother, is the ringleader of this whole thing, guys. That's the way it's looking here, okay? Give me a minute. Just 1 minute. Sorry. Just 1 second. I'm trying to set this up for you guys to be able to hear this. Okay. All right. So this is an interview with her biological mother again. Okay. This was actually put out 13 days ago through a channel called Steps Case Files. So here we go. There's actually 2 parts to this too, you guys. So I'm going to start obviously with part 1, but pay attention to this because this woman's been arrested at this point. Okay.
In your heart of hearts, do you now? It's just me and you. In your heart of hearts, do you think your daughter could have been mixed up in the Big C group? I can't say the word. They can probably type it for me, but maybe you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know, honestly.
Are you in fear for your life?
We have had people stalking my house. My son's truck has been vandalized. It's just getting out of control.
Listen to this woman's voice, you guys. Listen to how she's talking. We know she's been arrested at this point. And they're saying she's the ringleader, but listen to her voice. It's crazy.
Now that things are kind of crazy, will you go get SD cards for your cameras? Because we don't want something to happen to y'all and then we wouldn't know what happened. Do you think it's important to go make sure that your cameras are working now?
As soon as I get the money, and I have the most deadliest dog in the world. I have a cane corso. I'm not really worried about somebody trying to come in my house. And the cop told me today, if my dog kills them because they broke into my house, so be it. I'm not really worried about it.
We have 203,000 likes, 930 souls in this room. If you are in this room, please follow me. That is free to do. The comments are going really, really fast, so I'm trying to look and see if you all have any particular questions. Here's a question that I have seen several people bring up. If there was $18,000, and you and I spoke about this yesterday, about the check, and we've established where the picture of the check come from and why, but there's $16,000 left in that account. Would you stake that for the return, for the reward money for the return of your daughter?
I'd rather hand it over to my daughter.
Do you think that rewards or offering a reward will help in this case?
There's already a reward, but my daughter could use the money a lot more.
You see how she's avoiding that completely and just going, she's not going to give it to her. She wouldn't put it up for a reward. She's making an excuse. This is ridiculous.
When she comes back, she's going to need money. She's going to need to be able to get a place for her and the baby so that she can keep the baby, and she's going to need things. That's going to go to her. I don't care who likes it or not, but that's going to go to her.
When you took her to the hospital, when she was having what I would consider Braxton Hicks, and you said that you had forgotten your wheelchair, when you got to the hospital and you called Brad to bring the wheelchair to you, do you think that it would have been easier just to ask to borrow a wheelchair from the hospital?
No, because I have cellulite on my butt, and that would have made it very uncomfortable for me. I have a very thick padding on my wheelchair so that doesn't happen. And I can.
And yeah, it's very weird. She does have a very strong resemblance to Molly McMichael's, folks. It's strange.
Kind of avoid it happening.
Nothing but lies.
I'm trying to read so fast. I'm so sorry, guys. Courtney, here's a question from somebody in the comments. Are you documenting everything that is happening to you as in vandalism for the police?
They know. They've been here. I've called them.
This monster has no emotion in her voice, folks. Listen.
And Courtney, people are judgmental. I will hand that. And sometimes they may take things out of context or out of the way. What is one thing that is really out there in here that people have said that you would like to set straight?
Watch this.
People are going to say what they're going to say no matter what you say. You can tell them the timeline. Everybody's, oh, I want the timeline. I have said the same thing from the get-go. I want my daughter found. I'm tired of hearing that, oh, well, she's not doing anything. Okay, I can't do anything, but you know what? I can answer a phone and I can message people and message the detective and all that. So I'm doing my part. And I just asked the lady today for a search party that did the search party. I just asked her today because I've got word that a place needs to be searched, but it has to be hush hush because we have new information and I can't say what that is.
And who gave you this new information? The detective?
It came from my daughter, Kimberly.
One of the things that I keep seeing in the comments, so I'm just trying to clear this up for the folks in here. You say that you have to save up the money or get the money for the SD cards for the cameras, but you're also at the same time stated yesterday that
I'm
you
not
are getting
taking
IVF.
any money.
I'm sorry?
Spending $35 a month in fertility pills is nothing. And I'm not taking any money away from my children. People need to realize that. That all goes to my children.
I'm reading for more questions.
Wow.
Folks. Let's see here. If she got searched with the paper they have when they come to the house. Did they show you a search warrant when they come to the house today?
No, I let them search. I voluntarily let them search. That I've done since this has started. It's all been voluntary. They know they don't need a warrant to search whatever, whenever they want.
We have 984 souls in this room right now. If you are in here, please give me a follow. It's free to do. A little bit. People are having trouble. Now, I'm 48 years old, and I have to tell you, I have a son that's 27 and a daughter that's 23. And though I love children and I loved raising my kids and I love watching their adult lives, I have a grandbaby. You couldn't pay me $1 million to start all over right now with the child because I'm just wore out, just flat out wore out. Now, but some people do. I'm not saying I'm not.
She absolutely did, Charmpree, for sure.
Being biased to an age at all, but it does seem very oddly that at the same time, I'm trying to put this to you so that you understand why people are so on edge here. At the same time that your daughter is due to give birth, you claim that this post that came from the Book of Faces about a newborn being in the NICU is false. So in other words, somebody would have had to make a fake account to send that message to look like it was from you. So take that into consideration, okay? And then you've got plans to move to Texas at the same time. And you've got you taking IVF treatments. And so that's why the public has this notion that somehow you had plans to steal this baby and run off to Texas. What is your response to that?
That is about the lowest thing I've ever heard.
Here we go.
And my son, he's 14. He's always wanted a sibling. Always wanted a sibling. And I have put off having a baby. Well, I'm getting an age where if I'm going to have one, I'm going to have one. If not, then I'm not going to. I'm at that point right now. So having a baby is for my 14-year-old. He wants a sibling.
See, that's what I'm wondering too, SRB. Did she, based on how this happened, and what we heard the details could have been, it sounds kind of like this to me, okay? Just saying. Not to mention this damn money. Right, Faye.
He's been wanting one, and if I can do that before I get to that age, then we're going to try. And my husband wants one between us.
And then we're just gathering information. How many children do you have, Rebecca, and then the 14-year-old? Do you have any others?
I have.
See, I don't know if you guys gathered this now. Like Lucy just said, it's believed that this The baby's father is the stepdad, guys. This is so whacked out. That's why I'm showing you guys this tonight. This is crazy as shit.
I have my oldest son, which is 25. I have Rebecca, which is 22. I have Kimberly, that is 21. I have Bentley, that is 20. That is 14. Might as well keep going on with the 20s. Bentley is my baby.
And you see how she's talking and acting like nothing. She's laughing, and this is pure unadulterated evil, in my opinion. I'm just being honest. Crazy.
Well, but your son may want a baby, but do you obviously, or do you have the energy to try to do this all over again? Because I'm wore out. I couldn't do it. My bones hurt too much.
I'm not that old. I'm going to say that. So having a baby is nothing. I've had my daughter's daughter.
You're in a wheelchair, lady.
I had her from 5 weeks to 12 weeks. I was helping my daughter raise her daughter. So I took care of my grandbaby every day, all day, every night,
my boy.
all night. I did it. So that's nothing. Yeah, my son might have to go chase his sibling, but hey, whatever. It's a family thing that we would put all together.
Mm-hmm.
So goofy shit.
Can you address the rumors about the home that you live in belonging to someone else and that you're not supposed to be there? Is this true or false?
That is so false. And that's none of anybody's business. That is my private life, so they need to just get off it. I mean, that goes between me, my husband. That is nobody else's business.
That's what I'm gathering, Rach. Okay, that's what I've gathered to this point now, because my understanding is that's believed. That's why some of this stuff is this is wild. Okay, this is absolutely wild. The baby, from my understanding, is deceased, sadly. Okay, but this is what I'm saying. This is crazy. There's a second part to this interview here. It's just, I wanted you guys to understand the depth and the ridiculousness to this case with this person here that has been arrested now. Okay.
Do you know of any places where your daughter would have stayed where there is not electricity?
And I'll get to more on the baby here.
As of recent, like the day. So here, I guess where my question is, on the Snapchat that she sent, which I'm sure you've read, she says that she is cleaning up a room with a flashlight. And I just thought, why? And they don't have any lights?
Because at night, Rich shuts off the lights at his dad's house. So she's got to tiptoe around to clean. If she wants to clean. Rich ain't getting off his ass to clean. Trust me. He is not going to help her with anything. He's lazy. He's a drug addict. My daughter would have had to do it all. And then on top of it, him beating her. Come on.
There have been rumors that folks have seen you hanging around town with Rich. Is this true or false?
Oh, here we go.
I sit at home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't leave my house. I am waiting for my daughter to come back. I'm not going anywhere. And if I do, it's really, really short. And I am right back here. And I'm with my husband, or it's my husband, my daughter, and my son. Or me and my husband and my daughter, or it's vice versa. Depends. I've only left maybe twice since my daughter's been missing. Rich is running around with his baby mama, Ashley. And he's running around with Paige. And he's running around with Mr. Mercer. And he's running around with this person. He's not sitting home waiting for her to come back. And I wonder why. With the information that I have, I know why he's not.
Uh-huh. So you have information that Rich, I'm going to say, may or may not be involved, but there are some new information in regards to that.
I can't say that. That's not what I said. He's a drug addict. He's going to be running out looking for drugs.
That's kind of what I'm starting to get with this, Rach. Truly, that's how I think.
Plain and simple.
Right. And I'm just trying to get the facts, and get, so because when you speak about what is true or not true, and dispel that, then the community can take that, and maybe some things might calm down in that sense. We have 237,000 likes, 1,000 souls in this room. If you are in this room, please give me a follow. It's free to do. Today's live goal is 20 Corgi Korgs. We have 6 of the 20. It goes to support the platform and what we do here, which right now is giving a voice to the voiceless, who is Rebecca. Her mother, her biological mother, Courtney, is joining me on the panel tonight, or today rather. We've been spending so much time in this. I don't know. I don't even have my curtains open. I'm not even looked outside today, but I appreciate you coming up here. And I don't know how much time you have, but I would really love, now that it's just me and you, to start at the beginning, to tell everyone in here, and you may have to go through this timeline over and over. I spoke to News Nation on the phone. They have your story. They want your phone number. Are you interested? Would you be interested to speaking to News Nation about the disappearance of your daughter?
The detective has told us not to comment on Facebook, not to be going on these shows, just to let everybody think what they're going to think and just leave it alone, because everybody is not listening. No matter how many times you tell them, everybody's got their own opinion, and they are just, it's getting crazy. It's getting out of hand. So me and my daughter, my son, my husband, and a few other people have taken ourselves from social media. We're not commenting on anything. We're not really answering questions, because the detective says it's just more fuel. The more we give them, the more they fuel.
But this is a national news platform who would be able to get the word out there that your daughter is missing, which would be huge. Think of Nancy Grace. I'm going to. I know a producer over there. I'm going to email today, and so it wouldn't be so much as the rumors, but focused on what happened that day and where your daughter could be. When you look at it in the sense of reach and the number of eyes that would see the picture of your daughter and know that she's missing, wouldn't it be worth it?
One minute, guys. Okay. Give me a second here. Nope. Sorry. Authorities said that 2 family members did their research, created a plan before they brought 22-year-old Rebecca Park into their home. Rebecca Park, put her in a car, then took her in the area. Okay, so on and so forth. So I'm trying to show you the pair that were described by Cadillac News as Park's biological mother and stepfather were charged with the following: one count first-degree murder, premeditated murder, and 1 count of felony murder in connection with Park's death, torture in a place of confinement, conspiracy to commit torture, assault of a pregnant woman with intention to cause miscarriage or stillbirth, conspiracy to commit that assault, and unlawful imprisonment. Both were additionally charged with moving a dead body. So there's the answer right there. SRB, we were talking about earlier about how she was moved. That's new, okay, to me at least. Okay, an attorney representing Courtney Bartholomew said that she was disabled and should have a lower bond and home confinement. Judge Wiggins denied bond for both. Thank God. This case involves a truly horrific homicide in which a young woman and her unborn child endured unimaginable suffering at the hands of the defendants, Carrie said in press conference. I can't find the new press release, guys. I'm looking for it. So they're saying that they believed it's a case that has bewildered the small town, considering police had said that they were still looking for the baby as of late last month. Now, this is as of last night. 2 other family members had previously been charged after the tragic family affair. Her sister Kim and Richard Fowler, who was reportedly Rebecca Parks' fiance. So that's who they're talking about, is Rich, the guy that turns the power off, right? Detectives say that Kimberly lied to authorities, telling them that Courtney had Bradley Bartholomew strike Rebecca Park in the head, causing a seizure, and then took her body away. According to the felony complaint filed in Cadillac's district court, she was charged with tampering with evidence. That was the sister in a criminal case, lying to a police officer in violation of a crime investigation, and false report of a felony. Fowler was charged with drug crimes and pled not guilty in court on December 2nd. So that was today. Dozens of community members, that doesn't mean witness Bartholomew arrangement. So now they arrested the sister and the fiance first. Then they come back and they get the stepdad and the mom. Okay. Just like, I don't want anybody confused. That's all. Okay. Now I'm still trying to find, I have heard, I don't know that this is true. I can't find it to prove it to you guys, but I've heard that they did find the baby deceased. I can't find that yet. Okay. And the mother again. Okay. So hold on. Where are we at here? When they left the courtroom, Rebecca's voice finally let out sobs. Stacey Davis, Bradley Bartholomew's estranged sister, could barely walk. She told Free Press that Courtney Bartholomew and her brother wanted a baby, but couldn't conceive one, Davis also said. Here we go. Okay. So there's that, you guys. I just wanted to throw that out there real fast. And then on we go with this. Thank you, Faye. Hold on, you guys. Let me find that real quick. See if I can find it. 1 second. Like I said, it's hard to get stuff on this because it's still somewhat new to some extent. 1 second here. I'm looking. I think, is it here? Okay, this is what the Detroit Free Press has given us, guys. Maybe this is not the only one, but that's partly what I just read to you there. I don't want that. Hold on. Okay, so said that authorities say 2 family members did their research, created a plan before they brought 22-year-old Rebecca Park into their home, put her in a car, took her to an area in the northern Michigan woods where they forced her on the ground, stabbed her as they cut her baby out of her room, ultimately causing both of their deaths. So, because, yeah, okay. Then the pair left her there. Wexford County Prosecutor Joanna Carey said during an arraignment on Tuesday, which was today, in Cadillac, Courtney Bartholomew, 40, and Bradley Bartholomew, 47. It doesn't give me the rest of it. What the hell? Anyway, I can't. I have to subscribe to that. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so I'm sure it's going to be released at some point, you guys. So it's not saying who the father of the baby is, but there's rumors that the stepfather is the father of the baby. I don't know, you guys. This is so stupid to me. And beyond it.
It'd be worth it, but we've been advised not to do it.
Will you start over with me that day? Can we start at the beginning and talk through this if you have time? Because I want to understand, and I have been in the comments and I've been on a panel where there's a lot of people. So information has probably got changed or communicated. So I want to hear from you directly one-on-one. That day, November the 3rd, 2025, you said you went over to Rich's house to pick Courtney up. I'm not Courtney, but pick Rebecca up. Do I have this correct so far?
Okay, hang on. Thank you, Lucy. Today, Courtney Bartholomew, 40, Bradley Bartholomew, 47, both of Boone were arraigned before Judge Corey Wiggins. I read that to you guys earlier. On multiple felony charges related to the murder of Rebecca Park, 22 of Manton, announced Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel. Courtney Bartholomew and Bradley have each been charged by Wexford County. 1 count first-degree murder, potential life sentence. 1 count felony murder. 1 count torture. 1 count conspiracy to commit torture. 1 count assault on a pregnant. You guys know that one, okay? Conspiracy to commit assault on a pregnant individual causing miscarriage or stillbirth. Unlawful imprisonment. 1 count of removal of a dead body. 1 year. Rebecca had everything to live for, and our hearts are with her loved ones as they endure this unthinkable loss, Nessel said. We are committed to working alongside Wexford County. This case involves truly horrific homicide in which a young woman and her unborn child endured unimaginable suffering at the hands of the defendants, said Wexford County Prosecutor Joanna Carey. Sorry. The brutality and disregard for human life displayed here are deeply troubling. While these remain allegations until proven in court, the evidence reflects an extraordinary level of callousness and violence. We look forward to presenting the full facts in court. It is alleged that on November 3rd, the couple lured Park, Courtney Bartholomew's biological daughter, who was approximately 38 weeks pregnant at the time. And again, folks, that's almost full term if I'm correct, okay? If not full term. To their Wexford County home. The couple then allegedly tortured Park in an attempt to remove the unborn infant, resulting in the death of both. After an extensive search, Park's remains were found in the Park National Forest on the 25th. Wexford County Attorney's Office is handling prosecution of this case with the assistance of Department of Attorney General's Office, blah, blah, blah. An individual who believes they have information to assist in the ongoing investigation may contact. Okay, so it doesn't give us any more yet there. Damn it. I just want to know for sure. Thank you very much, Lucy. This is just unreal, folks. I can't. I every day that I'm in this community, not this community, but true crime itself, I see things that I would never believe. Never. Okay, not in real life ever would I believe things like this. And it just keeps happening day after day.
Yes, between 6:30 and 7.
And the reason you went over there is to bring her back to your home to give her this $2,000. Is that correct?
That and Tide Pods.
In Tide Pods.
Which I still have the bag. I actually pulled them out of my truck. They're sitting on my coffee table, actually.
Can we just be honest with each other and clear this part up? Are you meaning literal Tide Pods, or is that slang for something else? I'll take your answer. Moving on.
Literally, Tide Pods. Laundry soap.
No, it really is literally Tide Pods. See, some people are saying it's slang and some people are saying it's literally text messages during the time that she was at your house.
She looked at her phone a couple times, but that was about it. But I didn't see if it was the phone that she was using or if it was a different phone. We have a phone that is missing, and Rich says he can't find it, and the sister don't have it. So the sister gave it to Becca, and that phone's missing.
He said, in regards to that particular phone, that it is not working, that it won't charge, and that it's at his house. Do you think that this is true? That's what he told the panel the other day, was that it's not working and it doesn't charge. So he has it.
Her iPhone, not James Mercer's phone.
Okay. So she looks at her phone a couple of times, and can you explain to me, because this is one thing that I had a hard time understanding, maybe because I've not looked at a picture of your home, so I'm not demographically aware, but why? So I drew, actually, and I told you I was going to do this yesterday, draw to see if I have this right. So I'm going to show you this, and you tell me if I have it correctly. Let me see if I can unmirror myself again. I don't know if I can while this is mirrored, so it's backwards. So I understand it would be the opposite way. But are you saying that this is your home, and right across the street, you guys were sitting here, right? Like facing a direction. And the car came from another direction and pulled behind you. And so if you look in your rearview mirror, you would be able to see the car in your rearview mirror.
Yes. Yes.
And that is when you notice that the car is black, and the years between 1998 and 2005 Chevy Impala with round taillights.
I noticed the taillights when they got in my headlights, and I noticed that it was black when they got in my headlights. Even though they sped off, I could still see it.
So they turned around and went the way that they came.
No, they went past my truck and went the same way that I was facing.
Got you. I got you. So you were able to see the front and back. And she got out of the car and she said, "I'll be right back."
She said, "Mom, I'll be back." She didn't say, "I'll be right back." She said, "Mom, I'll be back."
And then you said, "Okay,"
I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word to her. I didn't want to seem like it was a snobby okay or nothing like that, so I didn't say anything. Because my daughter is really, I don't know, you get snobby with her and she instantly attitude city.
Right. All right. We have 1.1 thousand souls in here. If you guys are in here, please give me a follow. That's totally free to do, and it'll help you keep up with not only this case, but other cases we are covering as well. Thank you for that. I appreciate your support. So when she gets out of the car, and you told me yesterday that she got into a front passenger side.
Yes, I could see it in my mirror on my passenger side.
And when she
I could see that.
Wow. And you're just kind of looking in the rearview mirror and kind of don't know what's going on, and you're going to be quiet because you want to sustain this relationship with your daughter, a trust relationship. When she opened that door, did the inside light turn on?
No, I didn't see a light. Did not see a light.
Were you able to see or make out any other people or persons or shadows inside the car?
No.
And what did you do immediately after the car left with her? Did you pull back into your driveway and go back into your home?
I did. I was going to sit here and wait for her.
When she did not return, let's say, so this was at 8:30 the last time you saw her. Well, let's say by 9:30 she had not returned. Did you?
It's blowing my mind how easy this woman's lying, like not even hesitating. It's crazy.
Or did you think of, I should maybe text her and see where she's at, make sure she got to where she was going okay?
Nope, because then she would have said, "Oh, you're just being nosy. You're all up in my business again." And if she did plan on coming back, I didn't want to push her. So I waited till 11 and I'm like, she's not back yet. Like, I'm going to get a hold of her sister and I'm going to get Rich up so that he can go look at places that they go and maybe he'll find her there. But he didn't answer his phone. And I called him repeatedly. Like, I wanted him to get up and go search these places that they go.
I saw your call log that you shared where you did try to call him. It was about every minute or two. I have to be honest with you. I found that odd to try to call that much. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
That is just something that me and my girls and my son, my mother, that's just what we do. If we want something, we just keep calling and calling until they answer. That's just how we've been all these years.
Did you try to text him as well?
I did text him. And I told him, I said, hey, your old lady took off.
Why is let me understand Rich. Is he a heavy sleeper?
Only when he's on drugs.
So he, to his own words, he said that they had been clean because that was one of the conditions as to moving back in with his father. So for a month, he said. Do you believe that's true?
No.
So
Rich
it's possible.
is such a liar.
So it's possible, and you're saying that he could have taken straight pharmaceuticals and not been alerted to the text messages, or I mean the phone calls. So the fact that you couldn't get him and that you didn't hear back from your daughter, is there anybody else that you tried to contact that night?
No, I didn't know who to contact. All I knew was my daughter and Rich. That was it. The two people that would know where she would have gone, or where she had gone, or if she was at this place or if she was at that place, it would be my daughter and Rich.
In your heart of hearts, Courtney.
Make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. Share this out, please, if you would. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
What motive would Rich have to harm her and the unborn baby?
I don't know.
Because
me and my daughter didn't talk about her and Rich. She just said, Mom, I don't want to talk about that. And I said, okay, we don't have to. Because I asked her how her and Rich were doing. And she's like, Mom, I don't even want to talk about it. I said, okay.
I have a guest request here, and it's another true crime content creator, and I'm sure she's got a question or two for you. And she's just the content it's going to be very calm. Do you mind if she comes up and asks you a question or two?
I don't mind.
Hello.
Hey, I just want to, and you don't have to answer these questions, but I'm just going based off what you are saying and what Steph is asking you. And I kind of have questions in between those questions. So I guess I'll first by saying, or by asking, let's back up a little bit of the time that you went and picked up Becca. So you said that you went and picked up Becca to bring her back to give her Tide Pods as well as the money, right?
Yes.
Okay. So my question there is, why would you bring her back to your house to get Tide Pods and money when you could just bring it to her?
Bingo.
Because that was the plan. That's what we planned. We didn't plan on going to the store. I mean, we talked about it.
Right. But the Tide Pods were at your house, right? So I just feel like in my mind, that's a waste of gas to go back and forth when you could just bring her the Tide Pods and go back home.
That's not what she wanted to do.
Okay.
And we were supposed to go get ice cream also, you know? And we never made it
True
there.
Crime Nicole is asking this, and we're trying to fill in the blanks here, is because the public perceives, and you obviously know this by now, Courtney, by reading the news and seeing these articles, that people are perceiving that perhaps there was a plan to lure her to that spot. What is your response to that?
Bingo.
There was no plan. It was just a plan for us to spend more time together so that we could talk.
And that was the true plan. And listen how she just blows right through this, guys. Didn't even hesitate. This is crazy.
I don't know why anybody would even say that. I have the right to talk to my daughter, and my daughter has the right to talk to me. It's just how we do things. Nobody knows how we are, mother and daughter. Nobody. And everybody wants to try to, oh, well, I know this and I know that. You don't know nothing. We do what we do. That's just how we are. I mean, Kimberly, if she asked me for laundry soap, I'd go pick her up, bring her here. Then I'd get her laundry soap and I'd take her back. It's just how we are.
Okay.
You know, it's just how me and my kids are.
But with Becca, you went and picked her up and killed her and then did what you did instead. Okay.
Okay, so my next question is, whenever this vehicle pulled up and you didn't recognize it, and she said that she'll be right back. Did you ever ask her, whenever you realized you didn't recognize it, like, hey, who is that? Did you ever ask her that or no?
If I would have asked her that, she would have been like, oh, you're all up in my business again. And it would have pushed my daughter away. Not doing that. I wanted a relationship with my daughter. She's having my grandson. I don't want to push her away. People don't realize that my daughter has came with me before and has left me before. She's done it a million times to me. It pisses me off every time, but she's an adult. What can I do? I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like I told the cop that was here today. What am I supposed to do? Pin her down and, grab her or whatever? I said, my daughter would have whooped my ass. My daughter is one feisty woman, and oh my God, I will not mess with that because Oh boy. If she's knocking Rich's eye out of his socket, come on. I ain't messing with that.
A lot of the public also perceived the money as motive. Why would she, and I asked this question myself, why would she only take $2,000? So I want to clarify this. Was it that she was only getting $2,000 at the time, like this is all I want right now, or was she wanting the $2,000 at total and nothing, not a penny of nothing else?
She didn't want any more than that. Rich was the one that wanted the $18,000. She did not. She wanted $2,000 that quick, and that was it. That's all she wanted. I gave her the $2,000, and that was it.
Money.
Because when I dropped her off from the hospital, after Rich got out of the car, she whispered under her breath, "Mom, you're gonna have the $2,000, right?" I said, "Yeah," and she's like, "Okay," and that was all she said. Because Rich was acting retarded on the side of the vehicle that my daughter was on, hitting this vehicle that was sitting in the yard, and yeah.
So, my next question is, and did you say that whenever y'all were in the vehicle outside, you had like left something in the house, so you ran inside and grabbed it and came back out? Is that correct?
I came in the house to get the Tide Pods, and I went back out. And that's when we were getting ready to pull out the driveway. She says, "Mom, hold up, I got somebody coming." I said, "What the hell do you mean you got somebody coming?"
And
she's
then
like, "I got somebody that's coming to get me."
Okay.
Let me ask this. In regards to, let's say that something nefarious happened to Rebecca, in that case, though they are not married, would Rich get the remaining money?
No, he ain't getting nothing. He's not entitled to anything. Nothing.
Go ahead, True Crime Nicole.
So my follow-up question about that is, I did want to ask a question. Now, this might be personal, so if you don't feel comfortable answering it, you don't. But I have a question, and then I have a follow-up question. I do know that you're an amputee. Do you have a prosthetic? And I'm just asking because I have a follow-up question to ask. I'm sorry.
Not answering that.
Okay. So my follow-up question is, whenever you ran back inside, wouldn't it, with Becca being with you, wouldn't it had been easier for Becca to just run inside and go get the Tide Pod and come out rather than you as an amputee?
Why would I send my pregnant daughter in to get it when I can get off my ass and go do it? She's pregnant.
Because you're an amputee. Nice cover there, though.
She was just in the hospital. Why would I want her to walk down a hill that is kind of a little steep and then onto a rickety ramp? Why would I want that? Like, my ramp is safe enough for me to walk on, but my daughter is 240 pounds. And she's walking kind of duck waddling, as you could say. I'm not going to make her walk that far. So I did it.
I understand. And I don't want you to think that like me and stuff are against you. It's just, there's a lot of questions that a lot of people are asking and they want the answers from you, right? So we're just trying to clear the air on things that are being asked.
Yeah, these are good questions, obviously, guys, because we now, I think people were under her from a while back, SRB, to be honest with you.
Repeatedly, and we're getting answers from a lot of different people that weren't directly there at that time, you know?
Courtney, how hard has this been for you?
It's been very hard. I'm barely sleeping. I watch my cameras, hoping that she's coming home. I lay awake at night watching the cameras so that I don't miss anything. I'm only getting a couple, 3 hours of sleep, maybe here and there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the corgi. Thank you for the support. We have 281,000 likes. I think we can reach 300,000 likes, 1.2 thousand souls in this room right now. If you are in this room, please give me a follow. Totally free to do on the panel with me. True Crime Nicole, make sure you give her a follow. And Courtney, the mother of Rebecca Park, who is still missing. Today is her due date. When she gave birth to her other children, was she early or late with them?
Exactly, Lucy.
With Nicholas, I think she was early, but with Gus, I think she went past her due date. I'm not sure.
Do you feel right now that by now she would have gone into labor?
I hope not. We want to be there with her. We're hoping that she comes home before she has baby Park.
We haven't heard anything from the adoptive parents. There hasn't.
They are not commenting at all.
I'm sorry?
The adoptive parents are not commenting about anything. They do not want to be mentioned. Nothing.
Why?
They don't want to be harassed. They don't want to be threatened. They don't want none of that. They're staying out of everything, and I don't blame them.
have you ever witnessed Rich physically abusing Rebecca?
I've seen him grab her, but I've never seen the abuse. Her sister has seen it. She's broke it up.
And are you guys continually like calling the local hospitals to see if anybody has come in?
Yes, her sister is. I can't. My phone is off, but her sister and the adoptive mother is.
Yes, this was November 19th that this interview happened, guys. She went missing on November 3rd.
Can I ask a question? And this is for you, Courtney. When did you and Brad get together?
What is that? That has nothing to do with my daughter.
Okay. You don't have to answer. I just wanted to ask a question.
Everybody is missing the point. It's about my daughter, not who slept with who got with who, what happened 20 years ago. None of that contains to my daughter. It's finding my daughter. And if she's had my grandson, it's finding baby Park.
But it does.
We are just, I'm just trying my very best to, I want to believe you, Courtney. I, as a true crime creator, I have to look at both sides. I have to look at all different angles. And so it's not whether or not we believe you or not, you know, you don't have to talk to us or anybody, right? You could just go on along with the case. So I do appreciate you getting on the panel. And I think this is going to help dispel a lot of it. We really, 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 in our heart of hearts, want to believe that you're telling the truth about this mysterious black vehicle and then seeing your daughter get in, not asking many questions. And we want to support you, but in order to get there, we have to understand the facts. And so there might be questions that don't make sense.
That's the only reason, in my opinion, that Courtney did these interviews, is to try to make people look the other direction. Do you know what I mean?
And this and that, but we're just trying to establish who is who and this and that. That's all.
Okay, I'm going to say this. The detective has known me for years. He knows when it comes to something serious, I'm not going to lie about it. And this is serious. Like, serious. And people want to blow it out of proportion.
Well, the detective missed out on this one then, because you are guilty as all hell there, lady.
I'm saying this and saying that. Well, you know what? People that are saying what they're saying, you guys need to just shut up. You don't even know. This is about my daughter and finding my daughter. Let's not make it about something else. I've already told Rich, don't make it about him. Araya's trying to make it about her. It's not about her either. It's about finding my daughter. And that is it.
You know, I'm going to have to go with Senor on this one. Fertility pills. This reads like Rebecca agreed to have the stepdad's baby. She got attached, didn't want to give it up. They tried to take the baby, causing both deaths. Thought that they had good plan, and boom. Yes, I can go with there with 100%, Senor. I can agree with you on that, bro. Because it sure as hell seems that way, too. They're talking about adoptive parents like Rebecca's, Rebecca Park's adoptive parents. She was adopted. That's who they're referring to. That's why they're staying out of it, I guess.
So when you guys want to ask me stupid questions like, oh, are you an amputee? Oh, is this your house? Well, did you do this or do that? When I say what I've said happened that night, and that's the truth, I'm not going to say, oh, well, this went on and this went on, because it didn't happen.
Okay, so
So let's leave it as that. And it's not my daughter that's money grubbing and hungry. It's Rich, like always.
Okay, so
every woman that he's ever been with, as soon as he can get something from him, he's going to.
So I told you earlier, I spoke to Detective Chris this morning, the lead detective on the case, and he told me, and you can speak on this as well. He had told me, and I know Steph had mentioned a little bit of it, but what he said exactly is that the rugs that were being distributed were coming from and related to the C word from your house. That is what he told me this morning. Like y'all's distributor is in connection with the C word.
That's bullshit.
That is
bullshit.
The detective told me this morning.
Because he.
What the hell is the C word? Now that got me lost.
He knows damn well I ain't done drugs in 10 years. And my husband doesn't do them either.
So he also did tell me that he has known you since you were 16 years old. He said that there's 3 other detectives as well in the case, and they've known you since you were 16 years old. Now, as far as him knowing you, it was more based off of a police department connection rather than friendly connection. Can you speak on that?
Oh, okay.
He's known me since I was with my son's dad.
Well, yeah,
And that was
he said you, since you were 16 years old, but he said it wasn't a friendly connection. It was a connection because he works for the police department.
I have a clean record. My record only had a couple things on it besides driving on suspended, which I got that all taken care of. But I don't have a criminal background. I've never been busted for drugs. I've never been busted for this or that. Or why does that even pertain to anything?
I'm just asking because that's what he's telling me, and I'm not saying
because it pertains to the person that you are. That's why it pertains to anything and the type of person you are, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
that you've done anything. I do feel, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but I do feel like you are taking offense to a lot of things that are being asked and said to you. And I want to reiterate that I'm not here to offend you in any type of way. I'm just asking questions based on what police have told me. I would rather believe the police than social media, if that makes any sense.
But my background has nothing to do with my daughter. She was in foster care and adopted out. That has nothing to do with her.
It's
But it kind of does. Why did she end up in foster care and get adopted out? There's something you did that you seem to continuously be doing, in my opinion. So yeah, it does.
The reason is, and I'm trying to see this from the public sense, is they're just trying to get a sense of who you are. Are you trustworthy? Because if we can say, okay, in our hearts, we feel like Courtney's telling the truth. Can we focus past that and focus on finding this black vehicle to try to find her? And I know that some serious groups are involved, but that doesn't stop the news from talking about her disappearance. They can't kill us all. So my question to you is, if the local newspaper or the local news, not national news, comes to you and wants to do an interview, are you going to do it? I mean, it seems like you're scared of the media, but the media is how we. In other words, we are the milk cartons. I say it all the time. We are. Remember when we was growing up in the 80s and you got your milk carton and that's how you saw when somebody was missing because they was on it. We're not in. We're past the days of Dan Rather. So we're in a time and place now where social media comes from different people from all. So when Dan Rather was on the TV, everybody was thinking that way on their couch. Now we can see what they're thinking because it's right there, right? And so it's hard to take everybody's dagger and everybody's opinion. So that's why we have these questions, so we can put some things to rest, not to judge you, but just to put them out. Okay, we're done. We're not going to talk about that anymore. It's asked, answered, settled. Can we move on? That type of thing.
Been answering questions and still nobody listens.
Was Brad home at the time?
No.
So I was just asking to wonder if he maybe saw something out the window or something or something. I don't know.
That was
He doesn't live here. My kids will not come around if he is here.
Did you hear how she hesitated on that? Listen to that again.
Answered, settled. Can we move on? That type of thing.
Been answering questions and still nobody listens.
Was Brad home at the time?
No.
That has.
So I was just asking to wonder if he maybe saw something out the window or something or something. I don't know.
That was
He doesn't live here. My kids will not come around if he is here. And spending time with my children was more important than having him here.
In your town of Cadillac, I've not looked at any Google Earth pictures, so I'm not familiar at all. Are there businesses in your town that has cameras that you can remember or recall?
I don't live in Cadillac. I live out in the country.
How far from town is it?
I'm about 16 miles out.
So do you ever go to Cadillac? I know you're home all the time, but do you go shopping? I'm home all the time too because it's hard for, I too am disabled because of my neuropathy, and it's hard to go walking as it hurts and whatnot. So everything I do is probably from the house, but there's sometimes I have to go to town. Do you ever go into town?
Only when I go to the doctor's. My groceries are picked up for me and brought to me.
Yeah, me too. I always order because you go walking around the grocery store, and then the next thing you know, you're so much in pain you got to put ice on your body because you're on fire. But I'm just kind of think out loud here about what buildings in Cadillac would have cameras. And you got Cadillac, and then you got kind of the outskirts. What is the next biggest town close to Cadillac?
Traverse City, and that's 45 minutes away. The detective has my daughter's GPS and where her phone was pinging off of. And I told him the exact way we went, and he's like, well, that explains why her phone's pinging off that tower.
What went through your mind? Okay, and I want a time as well. The day after she disappeared, November the 4th, we know that you tried to call Rich that night, but when you woke up that morning, did you try to call him again?
he had already texted me, and I didn't wake up. I was already awake. I'm waiting for my child to come back. So I stayed up.
I would too.
And he
I would
texted
too.
me at like 9:20, 9:30, something like that.
So I wanted to ask a question. So the night that she went missing and she left and you had contacted Rich, right? You called Rich that night around, you said like 11, 11:30. Is that correct?
Between 11 and 11:30. My daughter cleared it up yesterday. I called her at 11:07.
You called
As soon as I got his number, I tried to call him.
Okay, so my question is,
Hey, Lucy.
did you ever try calling Becca before you called Rich?
Oh no, because of the fact that she would have said I'm all up in her business had she have answered her phone. I figured I'd let Rich or her sister text her or call her. And when I went to go call that morning, my number had been blocked. It went straight to voicemail.
Your number was blocked on Becca's phone?
Yes.
Which, the day that she went missing or the following day?
That next morning, my number was blocked.
So when did y'all turn the phone into police?
Her sister turned it into them. I want to say Wednesday morning. I don't know. You'd have to ask her sister.
Let's back up. Let's back up and take our time. Hold on. Hold the panel. Let's take our time here. You said that your number was blocked on her phone the next day. So you're saying that sometime after she left, either she or somebody got her phone and blocked your contact?
Yes. It went straight to voicemail, and her sister's like, it's just ringing for me. I was like, well, my number's blocked.
And do you have an iPhone?
I do not have an iPhone.
I was just trying to think of how, because I know how iPhones work, but I'm not familiar with Androids. I know on an iPhone, if you're blocked and you try to call somebody, it just rings and rings and rings and rings. But if it goes to voicemail, then it's more than likely a dead phone.
Her phone wasn't dead. Her phone was on when we found it.
Wait, hold on. When did y'all find this phone?
We're going to get to there. Let's take this step by step because we want to stay in a timeline form here. So, Courtney, let's take this step by step. So, you text and you didn't go to sleep because you were worried. I totally get that. And you text him again at 9:20 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. again. And what did you say in that text message?
I told him that she had $2,000.
The next morning at the text that you sent at 9:20 a.m., you text that she had two. Oh, I think she paused herself. We have 320,000 likes and 1.2 thousand people in this room right now. Today's live goal is 20 corgi corks. We have 16 of the 20. If you can throw one, it goes to support our platform and what we do here. If you are in the room, please give me a follow because that is free to do. Let's see if we can make 350,000. Go ahead.
5. But she, yeah.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I was like,
right. Okay. Oh, Courtney, I'm sure you can hear us, but if you read it off the screen, we can't hear you. You have to be on the live. Yeah.
At
so just
11:08, I said, call me back ASAP. And then I was like, Rich, it's Courtney, call me back. And then I was like, dude, call me. I was like, your old lady took off with some dude, because I figured it was a dude. Not saying that it was, but just expression words. Took off with some dude in some black car.
Mm-hmm.
Rich texts back at 9:51 a.m. saying, I'll call in a minute.
Now, Rich says, go ahead.
I want to ask a question.
Hold on just a minute. Let her finish.
I was like, I'm coming home. I'm worried about my daughter because I had to go into the doctor.
Okay. And what?
I'm worried. I don't know what to do. I don't want to lose her or the baby. And I was like, I know. It's like, she hasn't done this stuff in a long fucking time. I don't know what to do. Like, stay calm. We will find her. And then he went on for his little pity party about him. And yeah.
Okay. Something that hit my mind immediately that I'm seeing over and over again in the comments is, why would he be worried about her because the reason I'm saying this is because the other day in a panel, he said that she does this sometimes. He wasn't really worried that she went to a friend's house sometimes and went for the night and that she cheated on him before. So he figured that she was probably with somebody or whatnot. I'm paraphrasing. Don't take me word for word here. But then all of a sudden, according to you and the text messages, he was super worried. Why would he be so worried over somebody who does this from time to time?
I don't know. That's a good question to ask him. Why was he so worried? I mean, if she does this all the time, what is the reason that he's worried? I know that she was dilated to 1. I get that. And there's a chance that she'd go into labor, but she would call if she went into labor, you know? So asking him why he was so worried would be the question for him. I don't know.
Okay.
It's oddly because he said, I don't want to lose her and the baby. That's a pretty strong statement for somebody that has just, for all intents purposes, gone to a friend's overnight. That's pretty strong wordage. Go ahead, Drew Carmichael.
Okay, so back to my initial question. When did y'all find this phone?
Let's go back to that day. So we're going along the timeline here. So let's go back to that she was explaining the text messages. So now we're at 9:51 a.m. After 9:51 a.m., that last text from Rich, what happened next? Did you make a phone call? Did you go across the road and look around? I mean, kind of what happened next? I think she's reading another text message. We're going to get to the phone. I'm just trying to figure out what has happened up into the phone.
So you know when she found this phone? Because I mean, I guess it's just like a simple question, right?
Well, it's a simple question, but it's an important one. So I'm trying to establish timeline before we get there.
Gotcha.
I don't know. She's reading something.
At 10:30 is when we found the phone.
10:30.
And Rich had said, he's like, I hope it's good news that you need to talk to me about.
And so explain to me, how did the thought process of needing to go across the road to go look for the phone come up? Is it because you got a hold of Rich and Rich pinged the phone and he said, I could see it down such and such dirt road. And then you and Kimberly went looking for it?
Kimberly sent me the GPS coordinates that Rich had sent her. If you know how to read a GPS, you know how to read coordinates.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband is really good with that because he's a builder. So he knows how to read GPS coordinates because he has to for building houses in his job. So he read them and he's like, that's across the road. I was like, are you shitting me? He's like, no, Courtney, that's across the road. I was like, okay, let's go now. So we got in the truck. He walked the trail as I followed him. As soon as he come to the phone, he picked it up. He handed it to me. There was like moisture on the screen. So I took it and I rubbed it on my pants. Probably not a smart idea, but I did, not thinking. Rubbed it on my pants and the phone was still going off. So I shut it off so that nobody could say, well, you were on it. Well, she has a code on her phone. Why would I be on her phone? Anyways. And we took the phone straight to Rich. Rich knew the code to get into that phone. When I handed him the phone, he turned it back on, walked away from my vehicle, was looking at the phone, and he's like, oh, well, it's too dark for me to even look at it. That screen was bright as ever when I shut it off. But he said it was dull and he couldn't see it.
What?
And I'm like, when you get into the phone, I need to know who the last one it was that she called. Come to find out, he deleted everything from Sunday on. There was no calls. There was no text messages. There was nothing there from Monday. Nothing. Nothing from the text messages from Tuesday when we were looking for the phone. Her sister was texting her. There was none of that. And I could see text messages on the screen. But he deleted all that. Why is he deleting crap?
Did she go missing on Monday?
She went missing Monday night. Tuesday is when we found the phone.
I agree, Lucy.
So Rich came over did you took the phone?
No. We took the phone to Rich's. Me and my husband took the phone to Rich's house.
All right. Okay. Got it. And so when all of that was done and you left, did you leave the phone with Rich or what happened next?
We left it there with him. He was supposed to get into the phone and get a hold of me and tell me who the last person was that she had text Monday night. He never called me.
Why didn't you turn the phone into police? Because you know.
Never texted me. He never did any of that. He never got a hold of the sister. He never did any of that.
And by now, what time are we at? Around 11 a.m.?
Yeah, because the cops showed up here at like 12:15. And I'm like, well, somebody called the cops. I was like, I don't know who, but somebody did.
Okay.
And I was assuming it was my other daughter.
Hold on. Hold the panel. So that was my question. That's where I was kind of thinking here. When you left the phone with him. And then I was going to ask, who called the cops about her missing? Was it Rich? Was it you? Or do you know?
It was her sister.
Kimberly.
Yes.
So the cops arrived or you heard from them around noon, you said?
It was 12:15 when they pulled up in my yard.
All right. And so that is the beginning of the official missing report for your daughter.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Chukar, Nicole, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a question. Back up just a little bit. So you said that y'all found the phone it was just you and Brad, or was it you, Brad, and Rich at 10 o'clock that morning, right? On Tuesday?
They found the phone and they drove it over to Rich's house.
Okay.
Not Rich's. Yeah, Rich's. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Yes, Rich's.
And whenever you drove the phone over to Rich's house, y'all couldn't see anything. It was still on, but
well, what she's saying is the phone was on. She didn't know the pin to get into the phone.
Right.
But Richard wouldn't open the phone because he says it was too dark for him to see, which makes zero sense to me.
Okay. So when you say that, when did you realize that there was stuff deleted in the phone?
The cops did. I didn't. When Kimberly got the phone from Rich, she got into the phone, which I probably should have took it to her instead of with Rich, but I wasn't thinking. I just wanted to hurry up and find my daughter. But Kimberly got into the phone and she called me and she's like, Mom, everything's deleted. Everything from Sunday on is deleted. I was like, what?
So who told her the pin? Did Rich tell her the pin to get into the phone?
Her sister and her have this thing that if you're going to put a pin on your phone, you need to let the other know just in case. So they both know each other's pins.
Okay. And when did Kimmy get a hold of that phone? Like, do you know what time? Like, when did Kimmy first touch that phone?
I don't know. I don't know how it went down.
But whenever you arrived, do you know what time you arrived to Rich's house to first give him that phone? Was Kimmy with you, or was it just you and Brad?
It was just me and Brad.
And what time was that?
I wasn't looking at my watch.
It was supposedly between 10:30 and 11 a.m. Is that ish?
It was
about that, yeah, something like that. I don't know. I just wanted to hurry up and get that phone to him so that we could get into it and try to find out where she went.
Okay, so the only reason why I'm asking is because I have a receipt that I want to show, but I want to ask a few questions before I show this. So then did Kimmy go over to Rich's house at the same time and grab that phone, or how did Kimmy get into her physical, like how did she have Becca's physical phone that morning?
She was not at Rich's when I dropped that phone off. I don't know when she got there, but she said that she was going to get the phone. That's all I know.
Was Kimmy the one who turned the phone into police?
Yes.
Okay, and did Kimmy go with somebody to get that phone? Or did she go alone?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to show, can I show this real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to show this, and it says 11:07 a.m. This is Tuesday, and this is Kimmy inside of a passenger vehicle with Becca's physical phone. Right here, 11:07.
Mm-hmm.
And this is her physical phone in a passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm asking these questions.
I don't know. I just know that she sent me what you're showing, but I don't know, which I don't remember, honestly, because I don't remember when she called me. I didn't look at the time when she called me. I'm just thinking, where is my daughter?
Oh,
I'm not worried about a time frame or this or that when we're trying to find her.
So there's a couple. So Kimmy wasn't with them when they found the phone. I want to clear that up. She was called during the course of this. She said she was going to go get the phone. She went and got the phone. She unlocked it. She took that picture, and then she took the phone to the police department where a report was filed. And then the police came to your house at noon, and they started asking questions about what happened. And I'm assuming that you gave them this exact timeline with this exact vehicle description and scene descriptions, correct?
Yes. He asked me if there was any way that she was high out of her mind or if she was using. And I said, maybe, possibly, I don't know. She didn't seem like that to me. I said she was just quiet. Because he asked me how she was acting and everything. And I was like, she was just quiet when she got in the car and said that Rich wasn't coming. He was sleeping. And then we drove away. I said, but she piped right up after we drove away. So she seemed fine to me.
Steph, there's a few things to just clear up. Whenever you just gave Steph the timeline, you stated that you found this phone and you went directly to Rich's. How far does Rich live away from you? Just right around the corner, right?
About 15, 20 minutes.
Courtney, does Rich have a vehicle?
He does, but the one that him and my daughter were driving was a little pickup truck. I guess it doesn't have brakes, but we were told that he has another vehicle that he's driving now.
The person that you said was giving him rides claims that his vehicle swore up right now, that he's working on it and would not be able to give Rich a ride. Do you believe that's true?
No, I do not. Michael is also a drug user. Why would he tell the truth? He's not going to. He's going to try to lie for Rich, and everybody's going to try to cover Rich. And he's pulled in while we were at Rich's. When I dropped the phone off to Rich, Michael had pulled in.
Wow, how convenient. Boy, this woman's really trying to throw it on Rich.
Truck was fine then.
Sorry, my phone was fine.
Can we go back, Steph? And can we reiterate the timeline of when this phone was located on GPS? Who located it? Who went and found the phone? And who took it to Rich? Can we reiterate that?
Yes, I'll repeat for you what Courtney said. And Courtney, if I'm wrong, you can correct me to your own testimony to us. The phone, the next morning when you became concerned, the last text message that you got from Rich was around 9:51 a.m. where he said, "I will call in a minute." He talked about being worried about her. You asked him, Rich, to ping the phone, and he did.
No.
Okay.
Kimberly asked him to ping the phone.
Kim pinged
Either
the phone.
asked him or he pinged the phone himself.
So
I don't know how that went.
Okay, so either Kim or him pinged the phone.
Yes.
And
wow, Rich was arrested along with Kimberly, the sister, I believe, if I'm correct.
when the phone was pinged, you looked at Brad and said, that's right across the road. And he said, no way. And you said, yeah, really it is.
No. I had to wait for Brad to get here. And I showed him the GPS coordinates, and it was like a map thing that they sent me. And Brad's like, that's right across the road. I was like, no. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, let's go.
All right. So Brad comes, you talk about this, and let's go. So he walks, and you follow behind him in the truck. He sees the phone laying upside down. He picks it up, and he brings it over to you. There's some moist on the screen that you wipe off. You can't get in the phone, so because you don't know.
Yeah, he's the fiance. All four are in jail now, Donna. Rebecca's fiance, Rebecca's sister, Rebecca's mother, and Rebecca's stepfather. They're all in jail now.
Oh, the PIN number. So you and Brad take the phone over to Rich's house. Rich looks at the phone and he says, it's too dark for me to open up the phone and see anything on it. Yet it was during the daytime, and you claimed that the screen was bright as day.
Yep.
So you and Brad leave the phone with him, and you're on your way back. You speak to Kimberly, who says, I'm going to get the phone. Kimberly goes over and gets the phone, looks in it, advises you that you had been blocked. Not that she didn't look on the blocked list, but your calls wasn't going through, and that everything on her phone from Monday had been deleted. Am I correct so far?
She didn't say if my number had been blocked. She didn't go that far. She just looked to see who the last person was that she called or she texted, or we were just trying to find clues.
All right. So you speak, and then she takes the phone to police, where they get the phone and a missing persons report is filed, and then they are back at your home by noon the next morning asking questions about her disappearance.
It was noon on Tuesday is when the cops had came to my house.
Yes, the next day. Yes. All right. Does that the timeline clear that up? You have any questions for in between True Crime, Nicole?
Yeah, the timeline makes sense, but the timeline also doesn't make sense. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I want to ask a question. Why? I feel like it's confusing to me that why would y'all bring the phone to Rich when y'all were already in contact with him via message or call earlier that morning, and I would have just called him and been like, hey, what's her passcode? Or hey, if you're not going to give it to me, you know what? I'm just going to bring it to the police, rather than I feel like there's a lot of chain of custody where this device is going to. So in my opinion, I don't think, and this is just my opinion, I want you to know this, I don't feel like putting the blame on deletion of things inside the phone is right to put it on Rich. And I'm not being biased. I'm just being truthful when there's a lot of chain of custody going on with this phone.
Rich was
After,
the only one that would have deleted anything out of that phone. Her sister's not going to.
but do you know that for a fact?
She said when she got the phone and she got into the phone that everything from Sunday night was gone. There was no messages on there from Monday, no messages on Tuesday when she was.
That's because you did it way before that, or your boyfriend, whatever he is, did.
Trying to text the phone. None of that.
No. Don't apologize, Donna. This is very confusing in some aspects. You're perfectly fine here.
Right. And there was also somebody that went with her. Have you asked her who brought her to Rich's house to go pick up that phone? Because Kimmy was in the passenger seat.
Probably her boyfriend, Matt.
Matthew Mars. Is it Mars? Or no, that's Michael. I don't know who Matt is.
I'm not going to say Matt's
No,
last name.
You don't have to. No, you're fine. You're fine.
But my daughter don't want to be around Rich because he keeps asking her for sexual favors when she's alone. So she's not going over there by herself alone.
No, I wouldn't either. Rich seems like a nasty person. I just have to say he's nasty.
He is. He's very nasty. He's very rude to women. He thinks women are nothing but a sex toy. That is it.
So leading from that, do you truly, I mean, I know that you don't know what has happened here, but does Rebecca have family out of state that she could depend on to go to get away from Brad and have this baby in complete silence and not contact any of you?
She's got a friend. We do have family that is sorry, my daughter's trying to call me, but she does have family that is out of state on my side and her adoptive parent side. She has friends that are out of state. So we really don't know at all.
I have a question.
The people that are out of state, are they the kind of people that would keep her in hiding, secrets close to them? They would not let anybody know, at the very least, that she is safe. She is an adult after all. So she wouldn't have to come back if she didn't want to. But I guess where I'm going with this, and I hate to say this and be so blunt about it, Courtney, but I feel like she's not with us anymore.
I don't want to think of that. And please, I do not want to think about that. And I really don't want to hear it. I'm trying to keep my faith up that my daughter's okay. And if she had my grandson, he's okay. Or if she's still pregnant, she's doing okay. She's got food, so that he's eaten. And I don't want to think the worst. I do not. But the people that are out of state, like Angie that was up on the panel, she wouldn't say a word. She'd keep it quiet. Her friend that we know.
Rich is Rebecca's boyfriend or fiance or whatever you want to call him.
He has hid her before for weeks on ends.
Who's her friend?
And not told anybody, not even her. His name is Josh. I don't know his last name or any of that.
Her best friend, Josh. Is that the one that sent the Snapchat of her talking to him at 3 a.m? Josh, her best friend, Josh?
I don't know.
He's calling her his best friend, but I know that his name is Josh, and that's the only Josh I can remember.
Can I ask a question?
Sure. Encounters before.
So, okay, I want to back up again. I'm sorry, but whenever I asked you, when I asked you who realized that stuff was deleted on the phone, you had told me the police did. And then we talked about it again, and you said Kimmy did. So which one is it?
Kimberly realized that stuff was gone, but she didn't go all the way through the phone. She just looked real quick and took the phone to the police department. And she told me, Mom, things have been deleted. Like there's nothing from Monday.
Did
so
she
was
look
like,
so all of the text messages that she would, so what we have to remember is she went missing the night before. So overnight, there shouldn't be, although she did at 3 o'clock in the morning the day before, but I'm sure maybe she couldn't sleep. So not normally, in a normal circumstance, would you expect an activity overnight on a phone. So that would be okay. But the morning of, is she the kind of person that would be, that text or calls in the morning? Maybe she says, good morning, how's your day? Anything like that on a normal basis that did not happen the next day?
She calls or she'll text and say, are you coming to get me today? What time are you going to be here?
And so it could be that those messages weren't deleted, but that those messages were never sent. In other words, she wasn't near her phone to send them. I'm trying to build timeline again, because this more than likely tells me that the phone was discarded overnight. You see where I'm going with that?
The text messages from her and her sister at 6 p.m. and the call from her and her sister at 6 p.m. were gone on Monday. Before I got there to get her sister, they were gone.
All right.
Y'all, I just want y'all to say, if y'all aren't following Steph, make sure y'all follow her. This is probably the calmest platform I've been on in panel with at least family. Make sure y'all give her a follow. Sorry, I'll shut up.
That's okay. You're good. You're good. Thank you. We have 383,000 likes, and I know that we can reach 400,000 likes. Keep tapping because tapping is clapping. One question in the comments is from Alexi. She says, Courtney, would you be willing to do a lie detector test to prove that you're telling the truth about the car?
I cannot take a lie detector test because I have tachycardia.
Okay. Can Kimmy take a lie detector test about the things that she has experienced so far?
Yes.
Do you think that Rich would take a lie detector test?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about, Donna. Brad is this woman here that we're interviewing right now, or that we're listening to the interview for, is her husband. Yes, that's true. Very true.
Jaylyn, I've made like $30. Stop. And I've put in 55,000 hours. It's not as glamorous as you think. I'm not going to get off the live and put on my glorious mink fur coat from covering this case. Okay. The whole point of this is to help find Rebecca. It's not like y'all think. And listen, you want to yell at me for having a platform, but you're on here watching it. So what are you doing?
Yeah, talk your way.
Okay.
So, okay, I do want to ask a question.
No problem, Donna.
And we're going to I'm just going to back up on this question. So from the very initial night that she went missing, you said a few things in regards to how Becca would have reacted if you would have contacted her, right? I kind of have two questions in regards to this, but I'm going to ask the initial question. Did you and Becca have issues as to why she would react this way if you called her, even though you were helping her out with money as well as a laundry detergent? Would calling her... I'm sorry.
Me and Becca have always had a rocky relationship, okay? And I've tried to help her out when she was pregnant with Nikki. And I was trying to... Hold on just a second. Sorry, my kids are home. David!
We have 412,000 likes. Holy cow. I remember when I went to Myrtle Beach, I had 1.8 million likes one time in live. That was crazy. 1.2 thousand likes. Like True Crime Nicole said, if you are in the room and you do not follow me, please do so. It is free to do. I reset the goal. 10 Sonic countdown or something. If you can throw one, it goes to support the platform. Go ahead.
Okay, where was I? But anyway, I give her advice when she was pregnant with Nick. And she was always like, you're always up in my business, Mom. You don't understand what I'm going through. Okay, well, I had 3 babies taken from me. I think I understand, you know? And I tried to tell her that. And after that, it was, you're always in my business, Mom. I didn't want that.
She had 3 babies taken from her. Nice.
I want to ask one more question.
Whoa, hold up.
Oh.
This was just handed to me. Bentley, did this come from?
It came straight from Ansley.
Is this you talking to her?
Yes.
Okay, so my son was talking to a friend of mine's daughter, and my son was like, I got tons of BS to deal with because of my sister being missing. The other person was like, yeah, I saw Richie text me and said he needed love and affection because I left him on red, but that's not good news. Even her kid too, though. My son was like, what the fuck? Yeah, she never gave birth to him yet. She's due today, though. So Rich is asking other females, he needs love and affection.
Yes, this is true. I have another receipt of this, of him talking to his niece, Paige, in regards to needing some type of... Yeah, Rich had messaged her in regards to him
Actually,
needing...
let me back you up on that. Rich and Paige have had sexual encounters before.
Oh.
That's not his niece.
Can we? Yeah, I know it was like an honorable uncle situation.
Okay, so hold on a second. Let me know when you're on your way here so I can be outside. And I just wonder when you think you will be around. And my daughter was like, we're trying. Okay, if you can't, it's fine. Then he deleted a message. So when are you going to let me jerk off and come on your sexy tit?
Okay, wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Everybody tap the screen.
Trigger warning. This video includes sensitive and violent content that may not be suitable for all viewers. This video is for 18 plus only. Trigger warning.
Jesus.
October 22nd.
Back on the 22nd at 5 a.m. He sent me, let me, and if we can, I'll jerk off and come on something
Okay, sorry guys. Plug your ears for a minute.
for you. Let's see here.
Has he sent you anything since your sister's been gone?
Anything since Becca's been missing?
Yes.
Is
Has
this
he asked
Kimmy?
you for sexual favors or any of that?
Courtney, is this Kimmy?
Yes.
He has not sent me anything since she has disappeared. But at his house the other night, when I went to go get Becca's phone, he asked me if I wanted to go back into the bedroom with him and fuck him.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Yeah,
Here, I'll give Kim
that's crazy, but I do want to ask a question in regards to her statement just now. You said that back the other night when you went to go get her phone. I thought it was the morning time when you got her phone.
No, I got her phone at hold on. I went over to Rich's about 10 o'clock that night.
Huh?
To go get I went to Rich's about 10 o'clock that night to go get my sister.
Sorry about that, guys. I had no idea that was coming, so please excuse it.
Phone to take it to the sheriff's department.
You mean 10 o'clock the next morning or that night?
That Monday night or Tuesday? Whoa, hold on.
Tuesday night. I called it in.
So you called it in at noon and they came over to your mom's house before they got the phone?
Yes. Yes.
So Rich had in his possession her phone for the entire day of Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
And like I've said before, anything on that phone from Monday was completely deleted. There was nothing on that phone since Sunday, and I have my own text messages, my own cell phone calls that showed that I talked to my sister on Monday. And those were not on my sister's phone.
In your opinion, why do you think, what would be the reasoning for them deleting those things for Monday?
So now it sounds like Kimberly's on the line doing the interview too. This is the sister that was arrested first.
Because Rich or Rebecca are both trying to hide something.
In your opinion, what would that be? What would they try to hide?
Affairs. Rich goes through.
A what?
Deletes text from his baby mama Ashley because they've been hooking up behind my sister's back. Rich goes through and deletes messages from me and him because he knows I'm going to turn around and show my sister those messages of him trying to fuck me. Becky does the same thing when she wakes up with these other guys.
So by the time that you went over there, you got the phone in your possession and it's 10 o'clock at night. When you open the phone, those things are gone. So you're saying that, alleging that during the day that he had the phone, he opened the phone and deleted the things that he wanted to delete.
Pretty much.
Ouch. With all of the chaos of his pregnant wife missing, who is due, he's worried about information of possible affairs.
You want one of these? You want to figure out?
I'm sorry, what was it?
So in all of the chaos of his wife missing, who is pregnant, like this is a huge emergency, he's worried about what people will think of the messages that he has sent from her. I'm just trying to understand why things on her phone would be deleted. Are you saying that he didn't want people to have any information of any kind of affairs that she would be allegedly having on Monday specifically and Monday only?
If he's the one that deleted stuff, that would definitely be true. But I don't know if it was my sister or not.
We don't have to clean up.
If I would have gotten the phone Monday night, I would have gone straight to the sheriff's department that night.
During the day, Kimberly, during the time after Courtney dropped the phone off and during the time before the time you went to get the phone, did you have any conversation with Rich about what may have happened to Rebecca, or did he seem concerned at all?
He didn't seem concerned with anything. He texted me that morning. Don't know exactly what time. I'll have to look it up. But asked me if I heard from my sister or if I knew where she was at. Keep in mind, I'm still at work at this point. And like I told him, I don't know.
And you had a good relationship with your sister, and you know in your heart of hearts that she would not this long, even if she ran from Rich, not contact you or your mother or anybody in your family.
No, her been in your phone, that ain't her. Like, it was like 5 or 6 years ago now. She was dating this guy, Travis Behrens Jr. You know who he is. My family's associated with him for quite a long time. And he ended up beating the hell out of her. She came to my doorstep crying and asked me to crash the night. If she could crash the night. I told her, yeah, go ahead. The next morning, I've got cops.
I don't have any clarified proof yet, Kim. I've been told they did. I don't believe that they have. I don't know. Tell Carlos we said hi, by the way, too.
Banging on my door asking me where my sister is. And I told him she's here, she's safe, nobody needs to know she's here. Her phone is sitting right there on the counter. She is in bed. You guys can literally go ask her. But I'm just asking that you guys don't tell Travis that she's here. The only thing I want told is that she's okay and she's safe. She spent probably 2 weeks, give or take, at my house in my fully furnished basement, hiding out from Travis. Because it got to the point he was showing up at my door. I gave my sister my own bedroom so she could just calm down and relax. But the thing that's got me pretty pissed off right now is there's people going around on Facebook, TikTok, even Snapchat, targeting my daughter. My daughter's going to be 12 months in December.
They're targeting your brother now too.
And I don't know what my daughter or my adopted parents have anything to do with this.
Is it possible? Because you couldn't see what's on Rich's phone. I'm just throwing out do what?
A couple months ago, there's a fight going on between them. Oh, he's cheating. Oh, she's cheating. So I told him, Shale, give me both your phones. I'm going to go through them, and I'll tell you guys the truth on who's cheating, who's not. They ended up, Rich would not give me his phone. My sister gave me her phone in privacy, and I told Rich straight out that she was not cheating on him. I had talked over my sister with all the things that were a little bit concerning that I found on her phone. You know, we had that heart-to-heart sister conversation, but she was not cheating on him then. And I asked Rich straight out for his phone because I wanted to end this week-long argument, and Rich was incompliant with it.
I want to say this, but I want to.
I'm pretty sure, Senor, that there's probably things that they found at scene, and I only know this from my experiences, that would have told them that the baby was deceased. Sadly, I hate to say that, but that's probably how.
Say it's just a theory. Okay, but I have to keep going back. So you're saying that Rich don't have a car, or the car that he has is broke down, or and then didn't you say he was driving a different car now?
He's driving a different car now. He had an S10 that has, it's completely broke. He broke the drive belt on it, or one of the belts on it. But it's sitting over at Scott Bozak's house, broken.
The night Rebecca disappeared, would he have access to a vehicle? Maybe she called him to go come pick her up, and maybe a fight ensued on the way home type of situation. So I guess that's why I'm asking vehicle access.
He would have had access to his dad's car, Michael's truck, anybody, Ashley's van. It could have been anybody that he had called.
And he's got
I see you, Jaylee.
He's saying he knows what she was wearing when she walked out of the house, but yet what he's describing is not what she was wearing. So how can a sleeping man know what his fiance is wearing?
Okay, so that's, hold on a minute, guys. That's basically the end of that part of that there. Give me 1 minute. Sorry, you guys, 1 second. I still haven't found anything new. There's a second part to that interview. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Kimberly, the sister, was arrested. The fiance, Rich, he was arrested. And then the mom and the stepfather were arrested. Rich was arrested on drug issues. Kimberly was arrested on basically for tampering with evidence, basically. Okay. Probably the phone thing, something like that, I guess. So I don't know who. I know that the stepdad and the mother, these two are the ringleaders, okay? This is crazy. So, do you guys want to hear part 2 of that interview, or do you guys want to call it quits for tonight? Because if that's all I had left on that was part 2 of that interview. I don't have anything brand new on this as far as any more updates. So it's up to you. If you guys want me to go part 2 on the mom's interview, which picks right up, I can run that. Put a 1 in the chat. If you don't, put a 2. Adonna said that Kimberly reported her missing, got a charge for false report, right? And then something else too. And then the boyfriend or the fiance was arrested for drug charges, so on and so forth. Okay, so it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I got 5 1s and 1 2. All right, so I'll throw up part 2 real quick, guys. For those of you that don't want to hear it, I think she's giving herself away in this interview, in my opinion. I truly do. That's just my personal opinion. So, and now that we know she's been arrested and charged with murder, more than one version of it, as well as her husband too, you know. It's interesting to know that she gave a damn interview beforehand, is all I'm saying. Okay. And it's the same channel, Steph's Case Files, guys. I put the link in the chat. Make sure subscribe if you want to. You're walking in the snow tomorrow? Oh, boy. Well, good luck with that, Miss Kim. Hopefully I'll be able to. I know I can't. My wife having surgery. I might be able to watch you on my phone.
Hello.
Hello.
Long day, huh?
All right, here we go.
Yes, very long day. Okay, so I will start with the whole thing that I said about the hit. Becca was there when Randy did what he did. And then she went to another guy, which was her second baby daddy. And he went to jail, and Becca didn't. While he was in jail, well, when they took him to prison, he put a hit on her. He was brutally murdered in prison, and there is still a hit on her. When I asked, and True Crime can say this, when I asked Kimberly about the rugs, she was very vague. She didn't want to talk about it, but she said that she was a CI and that there was a few things going on Friday.
Oh, my God. What does this remind you guys of? Holy hell. Now we got drugs and CIs and Jesus, God. Thank you guys for the well wishes. I appreciate that very much.
I don't want to get into it too much, but she said that she was working for Wexford County.
Who was?
Kimberly.
Kimberly?
So the sister that was arrested was a CI for Wexford County Sheriff's, or Wexford County. Good God, just like Ida.
Is it informant? I don't
That's what
see. This is a thing with informants. Usually they don't come out and talk. Usually they don't speak.
Exactly. That's what I told her. I said, if you were an informant, you wouldn't be telling me what you're telling me. And things aren't making sense. Her house has never been searched. So, and when it come to the ones that were going to help us search for Becca, the recovery group, she would not give them the pin to the phone that we went and got from Rich and gave to the recovery group. She wouldn't give them a pin. She wouldn't even try to give them a pin. So they handed the phone over to Wexford County Sheriff's Department and backed away.
Courtney, you just dropped a bombshell on us here.
I'm sorry, but I've got a million things going through my head on what the hell happened to my daughter. And I'm trying to figure all this out, but everybody's like coming at me for no reason when I'm trying to get the truth out there of what happened. Wexford County even changed the time that my daughter was last seen.
So
go ahead.
So there are messages between you and Kimberly that I've seen on a live that it's between you and Courtney, or you and Kimberly, I'm guessing, that basically y'all were texting and saying, and Kim was saying that she was using reverse psychology on us, and you had asked her why she was on TikTok, and she basically said that she was using reverse psychology, and you said that. One second, I'm gonna read them straight off. You had told her, why are you on TikTok? She said, they wouldn't stop asking me, so I'm defending you. You said you weren't defending me. She said, I'm using reverse psychology, or it says physiology, but I think she meant psychology. You said, you're making it worse. She said, just watch. You said, I can't have kids. She said, I said that. And then you said, you just said I had a hysterectomy. You need to tell them. What is that reverse psychology part about?
No clue. Like, she's trying to get everybody to feel sympathy for her. Like, she only cries when you look at her.
This is a flipping disaster, guys.
I'm sorry, you cut out. What'd you say?
I said she only cries when you look at her. That's the only time she cries. Like, I'm trying to stand strong for my kids, and she's like faking it. Like, it doesn't even bother her, and it bothers the fuck out of me. Sorry for my language, but it bothers me so bad that I can't
So this is the mother throwing her other child under the bus now too. This is fun.
even get off my couch because my head is so going crazy.
Excuse me. Courtney, this is your own daughter you're speaking of here. Are you trying to insinuate that she might be nefariously involved in this?
I think she knows where her sister is. I honestly do. Her house has never been checked.
Wow, look at this, guys. She's really, really like, this is her trying to cover her ass completely. God, this woman is pure evil.
There's a phone that's missing that was her ex-baby daddy's phone, and it just poof, gone out of thin air, and we don't know where it's at. And she said she had the serial numbers, and then all of a sudden, oh, well, it was changed to a different company. Like, I'm sitting here going, what the F is going on? And she's like, oh, well, she'll get a hold of us. Like, seriously? Aren't you losing your mind?
Can I? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, it's fine.
Can I ask you a question about somebody? Who, or not who, I know who they are, but do you know why James is incarcerated right now? What's his charge?
He went back to prison because of his drinking and driving.
And
he got in a vehicle. He got in a vehicle, was drinking and driving, had open intox on his way to go see Kimberly's daughter at the adoptive parents' house.
And does Kimberly speak to him while he's incarcerated?
Yes, she does. She's with her ex-boyfriend's brother, but yet she's still telling my cousin, which is my first cousin, and her second cousin, oh, I still love you, baby. I can't wait till you get out.
Courtney, can you
Good God almighty, these people are a damn mess. God bless America. This is gross. James is Kimberly, the sister that was arrested's baby's dad, I think, and her second cousin. Jesus Christ.
Can you straighten up something for me? Because I'm a little confused on this as well. What is up with this 3 a.m. phone call to the gas station? Did you make it? Did Kimmy make it? Can you elaborate more?
It was for my dad. Brad did bring that to my attention that it was for my dad.
So Brad called the gas station. What is the name of that gas station?
West Cullen, Cadillac, Michigan. And we had to check and see if they had something that my dad was needing, and they didn't have it.
Okay, got you. Do you live with your dad or take care of your dad?
No, my dad lives in Cadillac.
What could he need at 3 a.m.? Are you guys?
Thank you, Stitches. God bless, hon. I appreciate you, all you guys.
Normally night birds, and this is your normal time to be awake?
We were awake because we sat here waiting for Rebecca to come back. That's why we were awake. And my dad was awake because he was just awake. My dad is like 72 years old, and yeah, my dad thinks he's a spring chicken.
My dad would have been 80 years old next May, so he's been going 20-something years now, but
sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I hate to be so nosy, and I know it's not any of our business. Can you tell us the thing at the gas station that he needed?
It was like oil or something for his car. I don't remember. Do you remember what it was? No? I don't remember either. We just got too much going on. And something little like that is just not something we're going to remember.
You sure do, trying to hide the fact that you killed your daughter.
Right now.
Have you heard from the police today at all?
No. Nope, I have not.
I was on a panel earlier, and I spoke to Kimmy, and I asked her if Rebecca had any sort of survival skills in wilderness. And she said, not for this long. Would you agree with that?
I don't know if she would or not. I can't really answer that. But I do know this. Kimberly and the adoptive mother went, according to Kimberly, now I don't know how true it is because she's been lying a lot, went and got her medical records, gave them to the sheriff's department. And when she got back here, because she had my vehicle, she was like, oh, well, now I can go get guardianship of her. Like, was this planned so that you could get guardianship of your sister and your adoptive mom could? Or, like, what the hell? Why would you do that to your sister? Because people are going to look at her now and think, oh, well, we got to do something because she can't take care of this baby if she's out of state or whatever, you know? They're making her look really bad.
Hold the phone. Another bombshell. You're saying that Kimmy and who went for the medical records?
The adoptive mom.
So, oh, Lord-a-day day. So they went and got the records. What were they trying to?
Yeah, I am too, Mike. But I think, I'll be honest with you. I think that Courtney was trying really hard to take any bit of eyes, any bit of suspicion, and anybody looking at her off of them and point it in any other direction but at her and her husband. That's my opinion. That's why she's doing this, I think.
Prove. I'm going to address you on the record situation in a second, but first, I want to know what you think they were going to go prove as far as getting guardianship for her, that she was incompetent. They would have to prove some sort of incompetency.
Okay, they went to go get the medical records because they want everybody to know Becca is a little slow, not retarded, but she's a little slow. Okay, they want to prove that so then Kimberly can get guardianship of Becca, and Kimberly can get Becca's records because she's on all of Becca's papers.
What kind of papers?
Like at the doctor's office, like you can sign a form where only this person can get information on you.
So
they had a paper that was drawn up that Kimberly can get all of Becca's records, according to Kimberly. Now, I don't know if Kimberly is telling the truth. I mean, she went and told the whole world that I had a hysterectomy when I didn't have a hysterectomy. Now, get me wrong. Do you have periods when you have a hysterectomy? Because I don't think so. I mean, I had never known a woman to have periods when she had a hysterectomy, complete hysterectomy.
I have to tell you, going back to the medical records, I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth. I'm just saying that I find it hard to believe that they are giving the medical records because of HIPAA. My mom passed away in 2022 at the age of 66 from early onset dementia. So, and she lived in another state. So I had to go in front of a judge in another state and prove to him.
Yeah, you have to go through probate court to do anything like that because of HIPAA and a few other things. So that just doesn't happen that way.
That I needed to be her guardian. And that is a process of legal paperwork that has to be handled in a court of law. So I'm finding the medical records thing hard to believe.
They signed a thing at the doctor's office where Kimberly can get Becca's records. I can do it with my husband where he can get my medical records. But Kimberly is like a big bully to Becca. Like, she tells Becca how she's going to do it, when she's going to do it. And Becca gets so mad about it. And I don't blame her. I would too. But it's just unreal. And for everybody, I don't know why she's saying that she talked to her at 3 a.m. I don't know. I have no clue. And now Kimberly's texting me saying, I need my effing wallet out of your truck. Well, come get it.
Does Kimberly have children?
She has one, which she ended up losing her because of the decisions that she made. And CPS was involved from the get-go because her baby daddy, being her cousin, well, that's not why they're involved, but he went to prison for breaking his first child's arms and legs. He's not supposed to be around kids.
Is this the guy that won't allow her to come in the house if she gets there after 10:30 p.m.?
No, this is James Mercer, the one that's in prison.
Okay. Well, I'm just.
James Mercer is their cousin. That, yeah, this family's a damn mess.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, if a man tells me that if I get home after 10:30 that I have to find somewhere else to stay, I would write in the, you know what, hun, and he'd be sleeping outside.
Well, Kimberly's been staying here. Because she was using my truck, so she was staying here so that every once in a while, Brad didn't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and be there by 4 at her house.
Everybody take a breath in. We have 50,000 likes, 1.2 thousand.
And didn't she say in the last interview that her kids wouldn't be anywhere near there if Brad was there? That he wasn't staying there, that Brad wasn't staying there because her kids wouldn't come around. That's what she said in the first interview. Now she's saying that Brad was okay. I just want to clarify, I'm not hearing things, guys, but you're caught in another lie.
Souls in this room right now. If you are in this room and do not follow me, please do so. It is free to do. Tapping is clapping. Let's see if we can get to 75,000 likes pretty quickly. Do you believe that being on these panels is helping or hurting?
With everybody's opinion, honestly, it's hindering the sheriff's department. It's hindering the family from thinking clearly. It's really hurting everybody. Everybody posting everything that they're posting. It's not doing any good, honestly. I mean, I know everybody's trying to get the word out there about Becca, but the police department is overwhelmed. They're overworked. They're working 14, 16, 18 hours a day on this, trying to find my daughter. And it's getting to be a circus, like a full-blown circus.
Where?
Yeah, we were earlier, Senor. That is correct, sir.
Could she be? Can you? I'm trying to think of where could she be. So
I was talking to a friend, and his son is one of her friends on Facebook, and he was telling me that her hometown went to Tennessee, and then all of a sudden, when he went to go look for it again, it was gone. So I think this Mel and
By the way, this interview was November 20th, folks.
Mel Bailey and Josh know where Becca is. If she put in Tennessee and then all of a sudden it was gone because somebody was like, don't do that, they'll find you.
Do you hear how she's changing the subject up completely away from something she's anything to do with her?
I think they know where she's at. The only way to check their houses would be to hit them both at the same time or follow them and see if they actually know where Becca is.
So you don't know who Mel is personally, just through a friend of a friend?
Mel is Becca's friend's mom, and she contacted me after I talked to Becca's friend. And I don't know her personally. I don't know where she lives, honestly. I don't know any of that, but she did say that she lives in Tennessee. And she was backing Josh pretty hard when all this first started. Oh, well, he was here, he was there, he did this, he did this, he doesn't have this, he does have this. That, I mean, she was backing him like 100%, but he's her ex-husband.
So
Good catch, Senor. Thank you, sir.
know, well, not I know, but have y'all talked to Rich anymore? I feel like he's like fell off the face of the earth.
Me too. I feel that way.
I have not talked to Rich. The last time that I even heard anything about Rich is when we went and got the phone, the night that the recovery group came out.
So you didn't, oh, okay. You're talking about the other day, the third phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you aware of Rich's alibi?
No, I know Becca said that he was sleeping. That was why she said, Mom, let's just go.
Okay. And the only reason why I'm talking about that is because I want to say like not even a week ago, I know that after Rich came on a panel, said his side of the story, after that, it was kind of like going back and forth. Like Rich was like kind of concerned with you and Brad, and then you and Brad were concerned with you and Rich, like sus of you and of Rich. And it was kind of like you were, I'm not saying pointing the finger at Rich, but basically saying that he's suspect in all of this situation. And I just want you to know that I'm not sticking up for him. I don't think he is a good person at all with his background and everything like that. But I do have confirmation that his alibi, what his alibi is, and it is stuck of him being at home the entire night the night that Becca went missing and never leaving his house. And your truck picking up Becca was shown on his video cam footage in front of his house. So I just want you to know that that is his alibi and it has stuck.
But the thing is, yeah, that was between 6:30 and 7 o'clock that night. Where was he the rest of the night?
He was at
really
home.
sleeping?
Well,
don't know that for sure.
they never showed him leaving or coming back home at all the entire rest of the night. Like
Rich likes to walk down the road.
I'm sorry.
Rich likes to walk down the road. He's got a cousin that lives right down the road that he goes and does rugs with.
Well, you did tell me
She's trying real hard to put this on Rich, guys.
just now that you said that Becca said he was sleeping. So I do know that there's video. What I was saying is there's video footage of Rich never leaving his house and never coming back to his house that night.
But he can avoid those cameras. Trust me. We've avoided them quite a few times.
Gee, she just told on herself again. They've avoided the cameras themselves. How about that?
I know all of Rich's little tricks and trades and all that. So yeah, he can avoid those cameras.
Sorry, I had to get my other phone because I'm getting incoming news here, so bear with me.
But all I want is for my child to be found, brought home safely. If she's had my grandbaby, I want to make sure, he's safe, he's healthy. My daughter didn't go through a lot having him. I just really hope they're okay. That's all I want to know. I don't care where she's at. I don't care her reason for leaving. I don't care any of that. I just want to know that she is safe. So then I can sleep better at night.
Y'all, we are almost to 100,000 likes. I don't think I've ever seen it get to 100,000 likes so quickly. We have 1.2 thousand souls in this room. I have the wrong glasses on, so I have to zoom in and look down to focus in on what y'all are saying. So that's why I'm kind of looking crazy right now. Today's live goal is a new one, 10 money guns. If you do send one, it goes to support the platform. And what I do here this morning, I filmed a segment with News Nation. My segment is probably about 15 minutes long interview. So I'm going to be on a show called Missing with Marnie Hughes, and Marnie Hughes covers missing people's cases. You can find my interview tomorrow on News Nation. It will air on their website, and then I will put the link to the video in my link tree. Okay. Hollywood says, my daughter was missing and I wouldn't have done anything. Why have you not let that guy get a PI? I heard Chef say, and he is known to help in that way, that he would hire and pay for a private eye. Why would you turn it down, even though you have one?
If he wants to help and if he wants to pay for it, we're more than gladly to take the help. Because now that the recovery group is back out, we don't have anybody. So we definitely need the help. Anybody that wants to help, we definitely need it. Like, I was mad when I called the recovery group and found out that they backed out yesterday because Kimberly wouldn't give them wouldn't send codes or any of that. And all the crap that she's saying on all these lives, they were like, no, we're not doing drama. And they backed out. So we definitely need help. If you want to help, send me a personal message and I would be glad to get more help.
So let's back up just a minute. Earlier on the live, I was listening in, and you told the host that you already have one. You already have a PI, or was this prior to the recovery team backing out?
That was the recovery group is who we had. There was never a PI. There was never.
Right. When did the recovery team notify you that they backed out of the case?
I called them today.
What time?
They told me that they, what time did I call them? The 989 number. 2:01 p.m. today is when I called them.
So just a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
She just said yesterday, and now she's saying today. I'm confused because I spoke with her and they said
they told me that they
She's getting caught up, y'all.
quit yesterday after they gave the phone to Wexford County Sheriff's Department.
Okay. From my understanding is I spoke to one of the people on the recovery team, and they aren't backing down. They're going to continue doing grid searches, but they only have 3 people, and they need more people. They need more professionals and licensed people.
You're not even contacting the people that had contacted us, obviously, because you would know that they did quit.
I just got a message right now. Hell no, we are still working it all dang day. This is the recovery team.
No,
I'm not giving the information out, but I want you to know that I am in
I have a 989 number.
It's a bounty hunter. That's who it is, Courtney. If you want to contact him, go ahead.
I just contacted them.
I'm not trying to argue, Courtney. I'm just telling you that
you are, because I'm telling you what they just told me 2 hours ago.
Okay.
So
well, I'm
now all of a
telling you,
sudden
and I hope it eases you that they are still working on this.
Well, if they are, good.
Okay. Yeah, it is good. It really is good. They're doing everything they can. They want more people. They need more help. I'm helping them and trying to get a bigger agency.
Sounds to me like the recovery group realized that they were probably told by law enforcement that the mother's involved, and they're not giving her any information. So, yeah, she sounds super happy, don't you?
Out there to try to help, but
Hold on a
I am in
second.
contact with them, and they
Hold on a
are
second.
not giving up. I'm sorry. What did she
Hold on
say?
a second.
Yeah, I don't think she's real happy to hear that.
Got your shoes, country.
Are you? Hi, Courtney. I was told that you guys quit and then you guys aren't backing out. So can you tell me, are you guys quitting or are you guys still there?
What about that missing girl case?
Yes, with Rebecca Park case.
Well, just me. I'm the only one that left. I mean, the other team is still there.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I wasn't told that earlier, but okay, yeah, that's great. Thank you. I just wanted to clear that up. All right, well, thank you. Okay, so I guess only one left out of the 3. Okay, that's great. But we still need more help. Any help that we can get, we're glad to take.
Right. And Courtney, I have nothing to lie about. I want you to know that. I have absolutely nothing to lie about here.
Well, I didn't know that it was just one. I thought it was the whole team. So that's my bad. I'm sorry. But I wasn't told that it was more than,
Well, I accept your apology. I accept your apology, and everybody's doing everything they can that's involved in the search up there, doing everything they can to sit here and help in any type of way. And if anybody sits here and offers help to you that you don't have to worry about and they'll do it on their own, I would not back it down. If I was a mother and my child was missing, I would take whatever anybody gives me. I don't care what it is.
Not backing anybody down. The more the merrier. As long as, hopefully we can get some answers and my daughter gets found and she's brought home safe and my grandson is safe.
I'll tell you something, guys. This woman is good. I mean, she really sounds, she's quick. She's coming to the point. I mean, you can tell she's getting nervous about things, but she's boom, 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 right with it. Bad, scary.
I hope he's not born yet because we really want to be there. But if he is, I hope he's doing okay and they're doing okay. And I just really want to find my daughter. Like, I have not tried to break yet because I'm waiting for my daughter to come home. I'm waiting for her to be found. And hopefully when she is found, she doesn't say, well, I don't want nobody knowing where I'm at. I hope to God that doesn't happen.
Folks, we have 148,000 likes. Pinned below is if you want to become a super fan for a
She looks like Molly too, Donna.
flat rate. You get extra benefits as a super fan. Of course, that money goes to support the platform and what I do here. You also get instant access to Discord sometimes to find or figure out what happened to missing people. It's not just me. It's you. It's you and you and everybody in here sometimes. I know that the drama gets out of hand and that the police department is hindered sometimes by it, but for the most part, it's a thousand brains.
Go after her. I'm not going to lie. The people that he deals with are very scary. They are in the sea and they are from gangs. So there's a possibility. And I've been going through that. I've been trying to figure it out myself. And my brain is just, I'm constantly trying to figure things out every day, all day long. Like, Brad's like, you need to take a break. You need to take a break. I can't take a break. I need to know where my child is. And if she's okay, and if she's safe, and if she's had my grandson, that he's safe and he's okay, and she's got everything that she needs for him right now. And a million things go through my head every day. Like, I'm about to go to counseling because this is getting to me really bad, not knowing where she is. Especially when Kimberly brought up the rug thing. It like blew my mind away. I knew when she was with her second baby daddy that she was a rug runner. I knew that. And I tried to get her out of it and she wouldn't go. She was like, no, I'm staying. And found out that she was hooked on it. So I see why that she wasn't leaving. But then when she got with Rich, the rugs were more important than her worrying about the baby she's carrying, her worrying about her kids, her worrying about any of that, and it's sad to say, but I'm praying and hoping this is not the case.
Hi, Chef.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Just getting a little bit here, a little bit there, and seeing how we can put it all together. But Kimberly, I have a question. Excuse me, Kimberly. Courtney, if you don't mind, Steph, if I can ask a quick question here.
Sure.
If you think that he's dealing with these type of people. Why would you say it?
Why would I say it?
Right. Like you just mentioned, a very dangerous organization.
I'm not scared. I'm aware of that, but I'm not scared at all.
Oh, okay.
I have some pretty mean friends out there that would back me up. My husband's aunt is one person that would back us. And I'm not going to say why or where she's from, but I'm pretty sure that she would definitely back us. So I'm not really scared.
So would you say you saw those type of people in the neighborhood?
Can you say that again? Sorry, my phone went off.
Would you say you saw those type of people in the neighborhood?
I've seen Rich deal with them, yes. I've seen him text them. I've seen him meet up with a couple people, but no names were mentioned. No.
When you've seen them meet up with
nothing
a couple, when you've seen them meet up with a couple people, what kind of vehicles were they in?
blacked out.
What do you mean by blacked out?
Everything was blacked out. It was like kind of like an SUV type, but the windows were blacked out. The truck was blacked out. Everything was blacked out. And it was like a top.
And you never once thought to get like a license plate or anything?
I never thought anything like this would come down. This has been over 2 years ago.
Would you think at any time Rich would feed you something that you would benefit from to keep your mouth shut?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I am one of these people. I don't give a shit. I ain't keeping my mouth shut for nothing. And that's just me, though. You can't.
She's only saying all this, you guys. I'm sure you'll gather this, that because she knows none of it's true, because she knows what she did, therefore it's not putting her in any danger. That's why she's saying all this.
Drive me to keep my mouth shut. You can't do anything to make me keep my mouth shut. I'm sorry.
Welcome, Summer Jaden. Good to see you.
Sorry.
Courtney, I spy with my little eye a little birdie that has told me that Rich was outside of his house yesterday in hunting gear, full hunting gear with orange on. Yet he's a felon who is not supposed to possess a firearm. Where's he going?
I don't know. And yes, he does have firearms. He pulled a gun on my husband.
And here she goes again, trying to throw Rich under the bus.
In my house. He come to my house because he was going to kill my husband.
What if he was searching for her? Well, I don't recall the search party saying Rich went on a search. I hope he did. I hope he's involved in that way and helping out and whatnot. But I hadn't heard nothing. Have I told police? No. I just found out about it 5 minutes ago.
He didn't even go to the candlelight visual that was held at Myers parking lot in Cadillac for Becca. He wasn't there.
Why weren't you there?
Because we were out with the recovery group.
I'm pretty sure you were on TikTok that night. I spoke to you that night. And I literally asked
But
you.
it happened about 5:30 and we were out with the recovery group then.
That is true. I'll vouch for that. The recovery team was there.
Do you know?
And I thought that was more important than going to a candlelight visual.
Can you speak on what Rich used to do to his so-called victims when he was younger, when they were younger? At Uncle Richie's house?
I don't know. Don't know.
You what?
He has, I don't know. He has asked my baby cousin for boob pics, and she's only 16.
Have you ever heard him to do anything when people didn't do what he wanted them to do?
I've been raped by him twice.
Did you report it?
Sorry.
I did report him, and Wexford County didn't do a goddamn thing.
Have you ever heard of any stories about him letting people dig holes and then poke them with nails?
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, never to his earlier year victims. Never.
No, don't know really much about it.
So when you
know
said
what I've
He's talking about Rich, the fiance, Rebecca's fiance, her daughter's boyfriend. Sorry.
So when you said that he raped you, like how was he forcible on you?
Okay, the first time he grabbed my arms, and it happened. I'm not gonna say any more than that, but that's what I'm gonna say. And the second time, my husband took our son up to the bus because he was living here at the time, and he pushed me over on my bed, did that. I ended up losing the baby that I was pregnant with at the time.
Would that have been Rich's baby?
No.
So here's my question. Is this true? Or was she having I don't even know, you guys. This family's a mess.
So by your own experience, you are saying that Rich has a tendency, or I mean, he is just a violent person. We know that he is a horrible, yucky, icky. He deserves to be in jail. He don't need to be out on the streets. I'm just going to lay it there, because nobody underage is safe from him, and really nobody on earth is safe from him, in my opinion. How many victims, Courtney, do you think Rich has? We know there's 5 convictions, but how many people do you think that he has done something nefarious to in that way?
Probably a lot. That's just the way he is. He gets around any woman and he'll try to sweet talk or Rich is just that way. He thinks about sex all the time. He is a sick man and he needs to go to jail for that stuff.
Do you think if they confiscated his phone, they would find underage activity?
Yes. Like I said, my baby cousin is one of his victims right now, and it should be on his phone. It was on Snapchat, so they'd have to go through Snapchat. But he asked her for boob pics, and her mom just now realized that that's what he did because she finally come out and said something. And then her mom asked her if Rich did something else, and she kind of hesitated and said no. But like I told her mom, I said, she might not want to tell you. She might tell somebody else. Like
What's up, Buddy Bear, Kane B, both of you? Good to see you tonight. Thanks for joining us. You ain't blocked. What are you talking about?
a female officer or something like that.
How does he have contact with this underage human being? Is this somebody that he knows as kid, or?
It was Randy's daughter. Is who Rich asked for boob pics from. It was Randy's daughter. That is how Rich is in contact with this child because of Becca. Because Becca hangs out with the children, which the 16 16-year-old girl and her brother.
So it's safe to say that Rich is a professional groomer.
Yeah, definitely. I will agree with you there. Yes, he is.
And I want to say Steph, on behalf of Steph and everybody here, I want to say to the 1.4 million, trigger warning to anybody who's gone through this stuff. We're not really doing this for any other reason but to put pieces to the puzzle together. So I thought I would just throw that out there.
We have 208,000 likes, 1.4 thousand souls in this room right now. I changed the live go to 10 corgi corgs. If you can throw one, please do so. It goes to support the platform. And what I do here, did you know I have a podcast? You can listen to my podcast wherever. Courtney. Tomorrow on News Nation. Okay. If you are in here and you don't follow me, please do so, because that is free to do, and it only takes a half a second. Now, Courtney.
I want to clear something up.
Sure.
Becca and Rich are not married at all.
Oh, they're engaged.
I want to clear that up.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you. When was the last time has he ever been married? I mean, was he married? How many times has he been married? I know he has children with other people.
He's never been married.
Never been married.
But he definitely grooms people's little kids. My friend was dating him and she had a little girl, and he went to prison for his charges.
Her friend was dating him. Your daughter's dating him. My God, you guys.
And he put this little girl's name across his neck. Like the mom was going to marry him and she didn't want nothing to do with him when he went. But he put this little girl's name across his neck and it is still there.
I don't know that anybody knows the truth on that, Donna, because there's words out there that the stepfather could have been the father too. So nobody truly knows. That's the problem with this. This is disgusting. I mean, beyond disgusting. I've never heard anything like this in my life.
Go ahead, Chef. Did you have a question?
I was just gonna say that, Lucy. I feel dirty listening to this stuff, you guys. This is sickening. And I'm telling you, I don't know how this Rich guy may not be like a good person, but it sounds to me like Courtney, the mother, who we know now has been arrested for murdering her own daughter, is really right here in these interviews, really every chance she gets throwing Rich under the bus for something to try to get the cops to look at him instead of them, in my opinion. That's what I think is happening. So I agree with Lucy. I feel like I need a shower. It's crazy. This is a mess, bro. Completely.
Yeah, I was just curious. So, from what you can remember, these kids that he's grooming, do you think it's a transfer for their moms or dads for rugs for allowing them to groom their children?
No. This parent does not do rugs. Becca wanted to hang out with the kids because she was with Randy, and the kids like my daughter and they're cousins, so she didn't think anything of it. I'm sure Rich ain't gonna tell her that he's grooming a kid.
Thanks, Boxy. Good to see you, Derek.
Courtney, can you tell me approximately how long? I understand your description, and I drew the map, so you know I understand the orientation. But when you pulled out of your driveway and across the street, and you sat there while she was waiting for this person to come and get her, how long was that period of time?
I know Sorry. I know it was less than 10 minutes.
And during those 10 minutes, is that when you talked about the baby shower and the whatnots?
No, we talked about that before I even pulled out the driveway. Mind you, we got here about about 7:30. We got here. I don't know if it was a little bit before 7:30 or a little bit after, but we sat here till like 8:20 and I started backing out the driveway. So it was less than 10 minutes.
During the time that you were sitting there waiting 10 minutes, what was she saying? Was she on her phone? What was happening?
She looked at her phone a couple times and that was it.
Did she say anything to you?
She didn't say anything. And I wasn't going to ask questions because I knew that if I did, it was going to push her away.
What were you doing during this time? Were you on your phone?
No, I was just sitting there tapping my nails on the steering wheel. Like, I can't believe this. Like, I'm going to be up all night because this child wants to go somewhere else. Because I know she's going to want me to take her home. Or is this person going to take her home? Well, when I talked to Rich, she wasn't there. So she had to plan on coming back because she told me she was going to. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to be up all night.
I really want to wrap my head around. Sorry, I really want to wrap my head around. If you know that Rich is capable of doing what he's doing and he's done what he's done, why would you want to go bring the cell phone back to him? Seriously, please. From the bottom of your heart, answer that for me.
Didn't think Kimberly had the code. And I know that.
Can you see it, Foxy? Where's it at?
Rich is very nosy. He's very controlling. So I knew he'd have the code. And I just wanted to see who she talked to last or who she texted last. I just wanted to hurry up and find my daughter before dumb shit happened. You know?
Can I ask a couple questions?
Sure.
So I asked Kimmy this morning.
Here too.
And Kimmy told me that she went over to the house alone to go get that third phone or not the third phone, the first phone from Rich. Why did Kimmy go alone? I'm sorry?
I couldn't tell you that, but then she said that she took her boyfriend's dad with her.
Okay, so she told me that she went alone to Rich's house to go get the phone. She also told me that she hooked it up to a computer and tried to backlog it, but she crashed her computer, in which the police don't have that computer either. And then she told me that whenever she went to the police station, her boyfriend and I believe her boyfriend's father, grandfather, went with her to go bring the.
I'll tell you what, you guys, it's weird, but this girl with the dark hair here that's talking, every time I hear her talk, it reminds me of Cassie, our Cassie here. It's crazy. I keep thinking it's Cassie. It's crazy.
Phone to the police station. But you told me that Kimmy, your story is different as far as the phone went. You told me that Kimmy went that morning with her boyfriend to Rich's house, and Kimmy said she went that night.
No, Kimmy told me she went that night. No, she told me she went the next morning to get that phone.
I'm saying that night as in Tuesday night.
No, she told me she went on Wednesday. She said that she went and got the phone. She didn't say Tuesday.
what reason would Kimmy have to discard of her sister?
I don't know.
Have they always had a good relationship, or has it been volatile at times?
It's been volatile at times.
But there's no reasonable theory as to why Kimmy would not want her to be on the earth anymore, especially a newborn baby, right?
Correct. But if you want to know something like that, you're going to have to ask Kimmy. I don't know.
I'm dumbfounded, y'all. We got, I guess the public is a little bit shaky right now because it seemed like you and Kimmy were a team, and now you're turning against one another. Are you concerned?
My biggest thing is you don't lie. This is freaking serious. Like, we need to find your sister, and you're out here lying. Like, that pisses me off as a mother.
So are you, sweetie?
You know, you don't lie. You just don't lie when it comes to this stuff. I need her to be truthful so that we can actually find out where her sister is. And she wants to sit here and lie about everybody. That I'm threatening her. I've never threatened her. And I'm not going to. She just doesn't get it. Like, lying is okay. And it's not. It's not helping. It's not helping find my daughter.
Hey, Courtney. So, it's my understanding that you went to go pick up Rebecca between 6:30 and 7. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
And you are saying that Rebecca didn't leave with this vehicle till 8:30, correct?
It was about 8:30, yes.
So what were you guys doing in that time?
We were sitting in my driveway talking. We were planning a baby shower because she wanted it perfect. And I told her that I didn't know who she'd all want to come, so she's going to have to do that. And she started naming off friends that she wanted to come. I told her, I said, this isn't no rug friends, right? And she's like, no, Mom, this has nothing to do with that. I said, okay, cool. I don't really want her around people like that, as a mom. I'm supposed to worry about her. But like, she was naming off names and she was all happy-go-lucky. So when she got out of my
I can't get over how easily and how quickly this woman's just telling this story that's a complete lie. This is insane.
my car and opened the door and said that she was coming back, I believed her. Like, that Saturday, I didn't take any of the baby stuff out because I was hoping that she'd show up. Like, I was praying that she would show up. And that didn't happen.
In your opinion, Courtney, would you ever imagine that? Because you said you didn't see who was in that black car, correct?
Correct.
So would you ever believe that it could have potentially been Richie?
It could have. I didn't see who was in the car. It was pitch black. And I wasn't going to get out to see who was in the car because she would have blew up at me. I didn't want
I
that.
have a question, Courtney.
Yeah.
Who is Chrissy?
I don't know.
Because I just was in another panel and I asked Kimberly where she was the night she went to get the phone, and she said she took Richie to an apartment complex the night she went to get the first phone, to a lady named Chrissy, who is a friend of a friend.
I don't know.
Right? Me too. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Paige lives in an apartment complex.
Christy has entered the chat.
She said to me,
No,
I'm
she
over
hasn't,
in
she
text
hasn't.
live and Kimberly's in a box. And I said, where was you the night you went to get Rich's phone? She said, blind guy was with her when they went to get the phone. And that Rich had asked for a ride to an apartment complex to a young lady named Chrissy. And Chrissy is a friend of a friend. And then he said he wanted to go to sleep. So I'm a little confused on who's Chrissy and where that apartment complex. If you would have known about a Chrissy in an apartment complex, she said it was downtown. So
Rat.
I
just asked Brad if he
downtown
knew what
where?
Chrissy was.
let me get clarification. Hold on. I'm in
You said
another
downtown
I'm in
Manson?
here. I think so.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Let me ask real quick.
Okay. Paige lives next to a restaurant named the North Side in Manton.
In downtown
So-
Manton. Or close to it.
Right. But there's other apartment complexes. There's like, how many is there? There's like 2 or 3 other ones there.
So
Why?
just
Why would he go there? Why?
Hold on. Pause.
You already know, girlfriend. You already know.
I can't even process. Is he that addicted to it?
She just confirmed that it is
Yeah.
downtown Manton.
Okay, but there is
Yes.
the one
Pages and
then another one, and then there's one that you gotta kind of go on the back skirts of Manton, and then there's those ones. So was it Paige's apartment complex, or was it on the other side of Paige's apartment complex, or was it down the road? Because those are the only ones that are on Main Street. I used to live in Manton, sorry, so I know.
We're just like, this is hard to process and keep up with.
My head hurts. Like my head is I've taken medicine. I've taken.
Once again, folks, we know that this woman, Courtney, the mother, has been arrested and charged with murder along with her husband. As we're hearing all this stuff that happened beforehand, it's insane to me that she's telling this stuff like it's no big deal. It's just killing me.
Anxiety medicine. I've taken focus gummies because I need to focus more, and nothing's working. I think I'm about to explode, y'all. I might have a heart attack.
You are not the only one, trust me.
So Courtney,
You're
just
not the
quickly
only
here. So in an hour in almost an hour and a half sitting with Becca, right? Shortly after she disappeared, and we still don't know where she is. I want to know more. How many times did her cell go off? Her cell phone go off?
Like 3-4 times, but she never looked at it. But when I went in the house to go get the tripods, and I told the detectives this too, when I got back in the car, she had her phone in her hand, and it looked like she deleted something and then shut her phone down. Like closed it so it was black. Like she didn't think I was going to see it, but I did see it.
But Courtney,
Convenient.
I know it would be hard to see that your daughter had some involvement with the disappearance of your other daughter. However, don't you think that this is conversations for police and not a TikTok live?
Everybody is believing what Kimberly is saying. So I want everybody to know that
what she's saying is a lie. And according to the detective, I guess, well, according to her, she's not a suspect.
Should she be?
But you are, Mom.
Steph, I have a question. I am literally confused, y'all, because I've been listening with my own two good ears, and I know what I heard. So when you asked her, y'all were sitting in the driveway, what did y'all talk about? She said, we didn't talk about anything. I tapped my nails on the steering wheel. Then when Chef asked her what they talked about, am I crazy? She then said they talked about the baby shower.
You got it mixed up.
Is it a
No,
different
you got it
night?
mixed up.
Tell me how I've got it mixed up.
Okay, when we sat in the driveway, we were talking about the baby shower and getting it perfect.
Ain't it the same night?
No, listen to me.
Okay,
When we
listen.
pulled out and sat across from my driveway is when we were waiting for the people to show up. And yes, it was the same night that I was tapping my nails on the steering wheel, just sitting there waiting.
Okay.
Don't get it mixed. Don't get it twisted.
It's not mixed. The point is, what did y'all talk about before your daughter went missing? Like, you are playing with these people at this point, Courtney. Like, y'all all
did
had
not
something to hide, and
We
we're tired
didn't
at this
say
point.
anything. We didn't say anything when we were sitting there waiting. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to piss her off. I didn't want to make her mad at me. So I just sat there quietly.
Exactly,
Because I
Hope.
knew if I would have said something to her, she would have went off on me. I just didn't want that. I don't want conflict with my children.
Okay, you just said while we were waiting on these.
You don't want conflict with your children, but you'll take their lives. Jesus Christ.
People. So more than one person?
The car. I don't know if there was more than one. I don't know if it was a guy. I don't know if it was a girl. I'm assuming it was a guy. And I'm assuming there might have been people in there. I don't know for sure. I didn't get out of the car because I knew it would piss her off.
I just got
My daughter is 22 years old. I mean, she's an adult. She can do what she wants.
I just got confirmation that Chrissy is Sheila's friend, which Sheila is the drug dealer.
Oh boy.
We have 255,000 likes. Insane. You guys are doing an amazing job. Tapping is clapping. Make sure you follow me if you're in this room. Just tap it. It's free to do. Today's live goal is 10 corgi. We have 6 of the 10. It goes to support the platform and what we do here. What is the longest amount of time, Courtney, that has went between that you and Rebecca have not spoken? Is this the longest amount of time?
No, when she first got with Rich, because I didn't approve of it, and there's reasons, and everybody would know why. She didn't speak to me for like 3 or 4 months because she was so pissed off at me. But some way or another, I've always talked to my children.
You got a Band-Aid?
Uh-oh. Nana didn't know she clicked to come up here.
Okay, you guys, that's the end of that. It was done after that. I can't believe what I just listened to. Yeah, I've never. I have a headache. And again, we know that this woman's been arrested. She just sat there and told that story twice to this 2 days in a row. Okay. We got the sister's arrested, the fiance's arrested, and oh boy, does he look like a winner. the biological mother's been arrested and charged as the ringleader of this entire situation. The stepfather's arrested as taking part in this as well. What the hell is going on? And I'm just serious. There's no other updates that I can find. They're saying that they did find Rebecca deceased. They found proof that the baby's deceased as well. They have not come forth and stated that they found the baby as that I can find yet. But this is one of the craziest situations I've ever seen in my life. And she's just sitting here blaming everything on Rich and her own other daughter. I mean, good God. Thank you, my boys. Y'all, I'm not 100% Kaleidoscope. I'm thinking that they tried to remove the baby from her body after they took her life. So I'm guessing they wanted this baby. Okay, that's my thought. And I can guess also that people are saying, how does a mother kill her child like this, blah blah blah. Well, she didn't have her. She was given up for adoption at some point, or taken from her, put in foster care, and then was adopted out. And she probably didn't have a relationship with her daughter most of her life. So that's, in my opinion, probably what happened. I'm just gonna say, that's all I can think of. This is such a crazy case, you guys. It's nuts. It's fully, totally, and completely nuts. Good God, I don't even know. I've never really, yeah, they're beyond a hot mess, Hope. That's the understatement of the year. Completely the understatement of the year. This case, it's sitting out there with one of the probably the worst cases I've heard at this point because of what the situation is. And I'm just saying, like, is the sister involved? Is this rich guy, does he have involvement, or is his thing just drugs? I think they arrested him, used the drug charges to be able to hold him until they could figure out what's going on. Will there be some kind of involvement with him? I don't know. But now we have the mother and the stepfather as the actual ringleaders of this. What the hell? I mean, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words on this one, for real. That I'm telling you, Senor, there's ways to tell at the scene in the medical side of it if the baby was dead. There's ways to do it. There's things they can find there that would tell them that. That's all I know. I don't know how they do it, but there's ways to do it. So I don't know, bro. This is crazy. It is beyond crazy. I'm sure that it has something probably to do with like maybe certain fluids and blood and stuff like that in certain things. Maybe they found something of the baby. I hate to talk about this stuff, but just saying, that's the only thing I can think of. It's just as crazy. No, I got you, Senor. I get it. I absolutely get it, bro. I do the same thing. I'm guessing. I don't trust it either until I know for sure. But yeah, I think a lot of us have PTSD from Idaho. No lie. What a mess, guys. So anyway, I wanted to bring that to you guys. Wait a minute here now. I wanted to bring that to you guys just to get it out there so that we can see what goes on forward here. Also, I had some messages sent to me about this 3i Atlas, whatever, 3-1, whatever the hell it's called. About it's getting close, I guess, so on and so forth. So I was looking at what was sent to me on that. You can't really tell anything. That's the thing, is if they actually found the baby deceased, it would be 2 counts. They were charged with causing miscarriage or stillborn, things like that. A stillbirth. That's what they got charged with, not a secondary charge of homicide. So I'm sure those extra charges will probably come after the fact when they get to more of a, I don't know. What the hell? Yeah, I don't see anything. Plus, I was trying to look at this stuff on this Atlas thing. No, it's not supposed to hit the planet. But there's conspiracy theories all about this. They're saying it's an alien spaceship. They're saying that this, that, and everything else. It's basically it's like a comet, from what I'm guessing, from what I can tell. But our country doesn't tell us the truth about anything, so we don't know. Maybe they're on their way here to try to break Koberger out of prison. Who knows? Just saying. I had to make a joke somehow, of some sort. But this other case, this is very sad. Very sad that this little girl had to lose her life, and at the same time, this baby, that it's heartbreaking that these things go on, and to know that her biological mother and stepfather are the lead people charged with this is killing me. I mean, it's just like, what is wrong with you? Selfish, ignorant, disgusting, dark, dirty ass people. That's all that these people are. These people are gross. I don't even know, you guys. So I think that's going to do it for tonight. I appreciate you guys jumping in for a second show. Like I said, SRB reminded me of this one. I really wanted to bring this out, and I knew that I have other things coming up and I wouldn't be able to do it for a while. So here we are tonight. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. Is it Brian's mothership? It could be, Lucy. That's the thing. I mean, I'm not 100% sure as who the baby's dad is. Like, that's possible that it's this rich guy. It's also been stated that it could be the stepfather. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm sure at some point it will come to the table that, once there's autopsies done, if they win and if they find this baby, things like that, it'll tell us the truth, I hope. Until then, we just got to kind of wait around and hurry up and wait, Excuse me, guys. I just hope that this truth, all of this stuff brings the truth out, and there's real justice for Rebecca and for this baby, because these people are sick, disgusting. I can't get over the fact that this Courtney, this mother, sat through this 2 interviews, just calm as could be, answering questions. She would get an attitude when they started going at her a little bit, which told me something, but we'll see. We'll see. And I'm sure I'll be following up with this, guys. I'll probably follow any hearings or trial. There will be on this for sure. And I have some other stuff that's coming next week for you guys. Again, don't forget, tomorrow, guys, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be joined by Booking with B. We're going to break down the Idaho case Thursday or Friday, 100%. I'm not sure yet the exact day. Outcast is going to be joining me for a late show here. And then Saturday, it's sometime Saturday, I think, if things go right. Logan from Bronx Tales is going to be joining me here. So we got a fun-filled week, packed full of great stuff coming for you guys. I hope you guys are here for it, and I can't wait to get through it all. So yes, Logan from Bronx Tales, hopefully Saturday will be joining us. Tomorrow, like I said, booking with B. I don't know why I can't say it right. We'll be here at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday or Friday, I'll give you that day coming up. I'll be here with Outcast late night, and Saturday, Bronx Tales going to be here with me. So I'm looking forward to all of it. I hope you guys are too. I appreciate you all so very much again. I hope you guys are having a great night and having the rest of your night is amazing. Thank you to anybody that chose to donate to support the channel. And make sure if you haven't yet, please hit the like button on the way out the door. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And share it out, you guys. Nothing but love for you all. Don't forget to love yourselves. Love each other. Don't forget to know your own worth. That's so very important. And don't change nothing. You guys are beautiful people. Thank you to my amazing mods. I couldn't do this without you. And I will see you all very soon. Have a great night, folks. Bye-bye.
The coffee's cold, the final stain. We laid the map out in the pouring rain. No hidden corners left to creep. The dark truth woke while the city was asleep. The evidence lines up straight and true. A perfect picture of what they chose to do. The quiet street erupts in flashing light. A reckoning delivered in the night. SWAT serves the warrant, loud and clear. The sound of justice, the only thing we hear. At the True Crime Cafe, we watch the suspect finally pay. The dark truth is marked and signed and sealed. The wound is closed, the name is finally healed. It's finally healed. The cafe's empty, closed for the night. We put the darkness back into the light. We'll wipe the counter, set the empty chair, and wait right here for the next secret laid bare. Until the next one